Welcome back, everyone, to episode 31 of the Three Dudes Podcast. I am Easton. He is Liam. He is Broden, the three hosts of the show. And as you can see, I'm not holding any paper right now. So we've decided to go on a little bit of a new direction.
Yeah, if you notice anything different about this week, leave a comment.
Leave a comment. If you didn't notice anything different, also leave a comment.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with your hands, Liam?
You're looking at it.
Just
I'm usually posted up like this.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm comfortable.
I'll play with my headphone cord a lot.
Yeah, you do.
I like to do.
That's why they're all bad. You keep fucking.
It's not even the headphone cords that are bad.
Last week when Liam took the notes, I was fucking with my.
Hold
stuff.
on, I'm fucking with my eye holes.
Who made these bags?
Well,
right.
How was
Yeah.
everybody's week? Everybody have a solid one?
I had a good week. I was in Bismarck for 2 days for a video shoot. Other than that, not too bad. Watched the fight last night.
Can you release any details about your shoot, or is it confidential until it hits the air?
No, it was just for a glance spa and salon. Yeah.
Would you recommend? Did it look nice?
Yeah, it was actually really nice on the inside.
Were they like a masseuse too?
They were kind of doing a little bit. So they were doing mani-pedis and then kind of massaging the old calluses on the feet.
Happy endings.
Yeah, strictly old people though. So I was wondering if I'd be even allowed in there. But yeah, it was good. It was fine.
Did you get one? Did they give you a complimentary one?
No.
Oh,
I wish they did.
Complimentary what?
So how's your guys' week?
They did. Anyway, pretty good. Not so bad. I had a few days off of work, Monday through Thursday, and then I had Friday through Sunday off. So got to relax a little bit, it seems like, but ran a bunch of errands Friday all over town, man.
Who's back? Did you have to scratch to get that?
It's just the way it goes once in a while. It was nice for a few weeks there, and now we're going back to 60-hour weeks. So
Ooh.
Monday through Saturday. Sucks.
Yeah.
But it's what we do.
That is what we do. Not me.
Some of us.
But.
Yeah, I was going to say, not you.
I'm 60 minimum usually. I work a lot.
Minutes a day?
you do work a lot.
Yeah, but it's just like, it doesn't feel like work because I just sit on my ass at the computer.
I was going to say you're at work. I don't know if I'd call it work. But
Yeah. Periodic until about 10 p.m. at night. And then it's like, I think I've done enough.
Yeah. When you go to work, you go to your living room.
Yeah. No, I
Your office.
I told myself I can't work from the living room anymore because then I just get distracted. It's too easy to just turn horizontal and then just pass out for a couple hours.
Yep.
I can't do that in my office chair.
Well, you got one of those standing desks too.
Yeah, that helps. I think I'm going to get one of those walking things for under. I'm just going to give a demonstration of walking, but I think most people know how that goes.
Feel?
Like this. No, it's like a treadmill. Is that what it's called? Like the flat one. That's like, that's the noise they make. And then it's just like a standing one. It's like 3 feet long. So then I could get my steps in because one time I was at.
What do you do on a normal one? Do you not stand on normal ones?
Yeah.
You sit on them. It's like a row, a boat.
I wanted to turn one up like full speed and get in the laundry basket and have somebody push me up. Yep.
I'm working. I'm just sprinting under my desk. But no, I was at the bar one time and I had my Apple Watch on and someone clicked it and they're like, "How many steps do you have?" And it was fine, I guess, for a man that sits at his desk all day. And then they
30.
were like, "Look at, I have 10,000," and I had like 2,000. I'm like, I should get one of those walking things. I don't want this
Just
to
get
happen
an
again.
exercise ball. Sit on those.
Those look fun, but I feel like you have to be a chiropractor to have an exercise office chair ball.
Maybe.
Pretty close. You don't see a lot of those running around anymore.
No.
My mom used to be a big exercise ball advocate. Me and my buddies would take them, hold them on our chest and sprint at each other.
And just,
Yeah, it was a good time. I'm surprised I'm alive.
Oh, me too. Not because of that, but
but for various other reasons, yeah. Like when I went snowboarding for the first time down a giant hill, didn't know how to stop. I just said, "No, I'm gonna go snowboarding." Didn't stop until I ate shit at the very bottom.
I remember when you thought you could run through a fire pit at the lake.
Yeah, that one hurt.
Was it hot?
No, but it hurt.
Is one of the ones where it's
Oh, you didn't
metal
like jump.
around.
Yeah.
No,
We were playing catch and we were really airing it out because we played softball all year. So then you finally get a baseball in your hands and it's like this big and you're like, I could throw this thing a mile.
Could throw this to partial.
We were, and just chucking it like almost a football field away from each other. And it was the last one. And Broden goes, "All right, I'm going to really send this." And he throws it and I'm running and fire pit right on the ground. And I kick it, trip over it. I drag the top of my toe knuckles across the edge. They open up and get covered in rust. Just horrible. I'm covered in ash. It was like my elbows fucked up. It was horrid.
From my point of view, it was
Horrid.
this. Run, no. Immediately flat. Like there's no time difference between running and flat on the ground.
Did you have your tetanus shot?
I haven't had one of those in years.
I just got one a couple weeks ago, a month ago maybe.
Probably should.
That same weekend, you fell off the side by side going about
Was that
35
the
miles
same-
an hour.
was that the same weekend?
Yeah, that was the
No.
same weekend.
Are you sure?
100%.
Yeah. I lose memory because it seems like every time I go to the lake, I get hurt somehow really bad.
I lose memory because of the brain injuries that happened at the lake.
I did.
Yeah.
Because I was on the back of the side by side. We were going like probably 15, 20 miles an hour, something like
Maybe
that.
faster.
Maybe faster. And I was sitting on a Yeti cooler and I was messing with my buddy Wyatt in the front when he was driving. And he finally got pissed and he just turned around and he went to go do this to me. And I flinched and I was sitting on the cooler. And so I moved out of the way, but the cooler tipped a little bit. And so I started to go.
Yep.
I said, well, I either go down with this cooler or I just stand up and jump as far as I can to the grass. So I just stood up and
Close to the
jumped.
grass.
Just stood up and jumped, and I felt like a bowling pin just got thrown at the ground as my feet hit, and I just went.
Generally not a great idea to mess with the driver of any moving vehicle.
He wasn't
I
even
guess
driving.
not.
Why it wasn't?
Oh,
I was
wasn't?
sitting right next to him.
Oh,
I was sitting right next to you, and all I saw, I thought he just jumped off because he thought it would be funny.
wasn't.
I was
Hey,
like,
watch
this
this.
guy is an idiot.
well, we knew that before he started jumping off a cooler.
every day.
Oh.
That hurt. I was messed up for a while, and that was
He had
only
sunburn.
only a few weeks after I'd came back from Mexico and got 2nd-degree burns on my shoulders.
It's a tough span there for
It
you.
was really bad, really, really bad.
You know, when people say life goes in highs and lows.
Yeah.
I was one of the valleys you were climbing out of.
That was down. Yeah,
oh,
that was a deep valley.
I love it.
Well, should we get into some comments? I'm going to read some comments.
Read some comments.
Tessa Sukach says, just so you know, 2 midgets can have a, in quotes, normal sized human.
Yeah, we got some flack last week for going in on the midgets, but little people. Really, we
don't
support
hate
everyone
them.
that listens to the show. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just jokes.
What other flack did we get? People telling us not to call them that,
Someone said, you better hope no midgets listen to the show.
or else what? They're gonna come up with
And
a
I-
stepping
you-
stool and punch me in the chin, or what?
I hope they all listen to the show. It's just more listeners, you know?
Gonna sneak through our windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneak through it when it doesn't have
I
to
got-
be
I
open
got-
very far.
Like a rat. You can just fit through little tiny crevices.
Can sneak through one of the little windows in the basement.
The non-egress ones.
Yeah, I got nothing against them. I'm sure they're nice.
Egress windows?
No,
They are nice.
The vertically
They are.
challenged.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Scrobnos says, everybody's got a podcast. Doesn't mean everyone should talk. Thanks, Guy.
We get a lot of this comment.
Yeah.
And I think it really just means, you know, we do have listeners that enjoy the show, and that's who we're making these shows for. We're not making it for the randoms that are pissed that we're posting podcast clips.
Yeah. I don't know why that impedes on everybody's day
Yeah.
so much.
I think I commented back to one of them. It was a different guy. And I said, shit, sorry, we'll stop podcasting because of this comment. And then he just liked it.
He single-handedly did it.
Yeah. I'm
It's like when people, oh man, this is probably going to catch some hate, but when people want to bring awareness to a disease,
yeah.
what are you doing? What good does that do? Great. Now I know people die from it. Now
Yeah,
what? Where do
they're-
we go? Where do we go from there?
Well, you're aware you can catch it
Well,
now.
maybe that sparks interest on your end. Maybe now that you're aware of it, you go, "Wow, I didn't know that. That's horrible."
And then I got to go to work tomorrow. Like what?
Maybe
You know,
should
like,
maybe donate.
I'm
to
not
it.
saying it's a bad cause, but I mean, like, maybe we should be doing more than just
Making-
cancer awareness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like what
Fixing cancer you're looking for.
they have.
Yeah, fix it. They
They
probably do.
They do.
I've been
There's-
diving deep into all conspiracies over the past few weeks, and now I believe that like the average person would probably call me a nutcase because I kind of
Yeah.
I took a page out.
Yeah.
I took a page out of your book and I just started believing shit.
It's fun.
It
Isn't
is.
it?
But it's only fun about this like certain stuff,
Yeah. Well,
not everything.
yeah, there's some stuff that you draw the line at.
I just feel like, you know, I've been lied to about so much stuff that I just don't know what to believe anymore, you know?
Something you just believe it all, and then life just gets riveting.
Like, I believe
a lot.
the opposite of whatever the government says, kind of, you know?
pretty much.
Well, you can't really trust the media or the government. Not a political podcast, but
No.
You can't trust it. Where do you even go for like, if you're like, man, I want a reliable, unbiased piece of information on
You have to go there
the
yourself.
topic?
Joe Rogan. I'll say it.
Yeah.
That's the most unbiased person I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
But people are going to say that's bullshit.
Yeah, people will.
But he has people who are considered experts on the subject that are talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could find it on any episode that he does. I mean, he has people from every different point of view. And he just sits there and listens. And he goes, well, maybe I don't.
And calls
really
out what
agree
he
with that.
thinks is bullshit.
What a good interviewer, honestly.
He is.
Incredible.
Like,
It's nuts.
and I wonder if he has like questions in front of him. Because when I do my other podcast where I interview business owners, I don't know how I could do it without a question list. I could figure it out eventually, but
Yeah.
he just kind of, I guess it is 3.5 hours. He can kind of just go wherever he wants.
I'm sure it runs off on different tangents and stuff like that. But I mean, you really get the experience from whoever he's talking to, which I mean is easy too, because you have someone that does this their entire life. They've dedicated portions of their life to it.
Yeah.
So it's easy for like, if you ask me questions about hunting, I could talk to you for 2 hours about that.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's just like little things. And then
Like,
Maybe that's why
even
this-
people that are shitty to talk to, like Elon Musk, like
Yeah.
he does a
Yeah.
good job at interviewing that guy, and that guy sounds like he maybe just learned how to talk, even though he is brilliant, Elon Musk.
Maybe that's why this
But-
podcast is so hard for us, because we're talking about things we have no idea about.
probably
I'm like, we got to fill an hour.
somehow
And we do it every time.
we
I
do
don't
it.
think-
Yeah,
have we even
somehow we
had-
do because we're talking about this.
I don't know
Yeah.
if we've ever had one under an hour, maybe like 55 minutes.
I
one
bet
time.
you we've had more over 2 hours than we've had under 1 hour.
I don't know if we've had any over 2 hours.
Yeah, we
I
did.
was gonna
One.
say.
What episode? Not last week, but the week before, we talked for like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I had to cut some out because,
We probably said some questionable stuff.
no, I think something broke.
Oh,
I don't know.
oh yeah, we had to fix something in the middle of that one. But
Lights or something.
we'll keep going with comments before this becomes a 2 hour episode.
We're just trying to hit that number.
Ellis D says, Vern Troyer, he'd probably be a little easier, mini me,
Yeah.
regarding your
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage shot put toss.
Yeah, that makes sense. I
The
imagine.
Go ahead.
How would you want to do it? Would you think you grab him by the ankles?
Wrench, probably.
What if they don't have a wrench? What if it's a female?
Ears,
Little
and I'd
person.
hold him over my head like this.
God.
I forgot
Like
that.
you're throwing a hammer. Yeah.
Two hammers at once.
You're at the axe throwing place.
Imagine you axe Vern Troyer into a wooden block. You'd have to
And
like
he just stuck.
you'd have to like sharpen his head or something so he sticks.
It's getting a little more.
Or you have him.
Let's just put an axe helmet on him.
You have him hold his hand like this, and then you like sharpen his hands. So then he just you know how it'd go into the wood if his hand was like that.
Yeah. Well, it's so tiny, it'd probably just slide right between the particles.
There was another comment I forgot to put on there. Someone said, I think Michael Cera would be pretty aerodynamic.
Yeah, I saw that.
I thought about that, but that's a good point. He
Yeah.
has to be.
You can
He's
like,
a
throw him
sail.
like an airplane.
I know his
Paper.
little afro.
You just see him floating.
His little afro sure isn't gonna cause much draft.
Can we shave him like swimmers?
We shave all these people like swimmers.
Yeah. Like we all pick like 3 people to throw.
Yeah, are you throwing them naked or
Why not? Reduce aerodynamics or increase
Sure.
aerodynamics.
just leave them like?
Let's-
Could we?
Yeah. That wasn't even an option before. Let's see Michael Cera's dick. Nice. Now we're getting somewhere.
See Vern Troyer's.
Yeah. Finally. Been itching.
I've been looking everywhere on the internet for that.
I know.
What if they're unproportional to their little bodies
What if it's
and guys just got a tube of tennis balls?
yeah.
Tube of tennis balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that visual.
That would be something.
Well, think about it.
Yeah, a couple stacked cans
Think
of like
about it.
cream of mushroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a whole case of like little tuna cans or something.
No, I don't want to think about it, actually.
Think about it.
Okay.
All right, I'm thinking.
Another one says Corey C, little guy off Austin Powers,
Same guy, yeah.
Vern Troyer.
Common
Romeo
answer.
Bravo. Oh, sorry.
I just said common answer.
Oh, yeah. Romeo Bravo stated that funny thing is, it probably saved lives because the now emptied coal bunker caused an imbalance of coal, and this may have helped prevent the ship capsizing during the sinking.
Yeah, that's a fire that they sent the Titanic off with.
Are you going to get on that? Are you going to get on that ship? Or do you think they hid the fire? How could you hide a fire?
Depends if Romeo Bravo is at the boarding dock saying, actually, we have a fire, but it's actually going to help you guys. Gonna minimize how fast it
Guess
sinks.
what? Yeah, in 3 weeks you're gonna be glad it's on fire. It's not gonna capsize. You're gonna die.
You're gonna get cold in water. You're gonna say, "I wish I had a fire around me right now."
Was capsizing worse than what actually happened anyway?
What does capsizing mean?
It's when it turns end over end, upside down. Not end over end, but
it's just like you could sit on the top.
The bottom is above the water and the top is below
Yeah.
the water. It's upside down.
Like me, if I went
turns.
kayaking.
Yeah. Have you ever seen people just barrel roll through that?
Yeah, I don't like it really.
Those guys are nuts. The people who go like whitewater rafting.
I don't know if you could.
That's a
Insane.
lot.
I don't know if you could drown through watching a video, but that's about as close as I've ever felt.
Why don't you just get out of the kayak?
Because they lock your legs in that thing, man.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Do they?
Maybe
seems
like,
like
if
I don't.
they're
that
in there.
seems
It's
like-
not a canoe.
That seems like something they wouldn't do. That sounds like a safety hazard.
No, but like you stick your legs in the hole and then stick them through the.
yeah, but you don't
You
get
have, like-
locked in there. It's not a jail cell.
No, but I'm sure there's a keypad.
Passcode. see how bad this guy really wants to live.
Next comment, good puddin' pop. If you're interested in listening to multiple topics in one episode, every episode, because we all have ADHD, you're going to want to listen to this.
Did
Yeah,
you just quote us or what?
No,
Is that what he said?
and that's what he said.
that was a review. Was that
Oh.
you?
No.
Oh,
Good puddin'
I
pop.
wasn't sure.
Who is
Oh, it's a review.
That was a review on Apple
Oh.
Podcast.
Right on. Yeah, you hit the
I
nail
don't
on the head
know.
there.
It's a backhanded compliment, maybe.
I think it's an accurate compliment. Accurate statement. Who knows if it's a
Accurate
compliment?
statement, 100%. But that's what I mean. Is it a compliment or not? Because if you're trying to slam us, you probably need to use more hateful words. And if you're trying to compliment us, fluff us up a little bit better. Thanks.
ADHD was accurate though. I think
100%.
I
we
think
go
that's
off
pretty
on.
good.
We talk about multiple different tangents. We've yet to even get into this week's topic, and we've already talked about
Well, that was the last
5
comment.
to 10 things.
Unless you guys have anything to add.
I would like to just do a piece of advice: is that you can't have multiple mic cords run behind a couch at one time, or the mics start buzzing.
For anyone that
Because-
wants to start a podcast.
Yeah, we figured that out. It took us 10 minutes to solve that
I
problem
had
before we started
flies
filming.
in my microphone, apparently.
Yeah. The only other thing I'll add we can maybe touch on is Super Bowl. Where Super Bowl's in probably 4.5 hours from right now.
Huge.
Let's do our predictions. Who do we think's going to win? Then we'll get into this week's show.
Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles as well.
Yeah.
See, I feel like it might be the Eagles, but I want to go Chiefs.
What score do you got?
I'm going to go 27-19.
Really?
I'm going to go higher. I'm going to say it's going to be about 35-31.
I'm going to go 31-27. Chiefs on top. I'm just pumped for the commercials, honestly. It's like my favorite. Obviously, being in the ad industry, love seeing the commercials. And I've been seeing a bunch of like TikToks and YouTube pre-roll ads, just short clips, like 10 seconds. That's like a teaser towards the actual Super Bowl ad. So it says on 2/12/2023, check out the full thing. I'm like, you fuckers.
Can you imagine that's where we are as society, is we're putting promos out for commercials now.
Promos for promos, yeah. But God, I hope. Here's a goal we can have: a
Okay.
15-year goal. We have a Super Bowl ad, 3 dudes.
That'd be
We'd have to be
wild.
loaded.
It's just $1 million.
Oh.
So
Okay.
we just got $1 million to throw away for maybe 20 seconds of
30.
30?
And yeah, it's 30 it's $1 million for 30 seconds. And they say in the advertising world, people are saying commercials very like expensive. Like, I don't know how much you really get for paying for commercials now, but the Super Bowl is the one thing that's everybody's watching it. Everybody. And they only specifically watch it for the commercials.
100%. There's people that don't give a shit about the game.
Do you remember last year when they had the barcode or whatever it was, the QR code
Yeah.
bouncing, and it was
for the crypto.
for Coinbase? Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that's smart. Imagine we did that, just like a
That was smart.
It would have been smarter if they would have had it hit a corner so everybody could lose their shit, like the old DVD
Yeah.
logo. But
you
I
don't
s-
think it was smart?
I saw that and I go, that's fucking dumb. And I walked away.
I saw it and immediately scanned it.
Yeah. Well,
see, we got
there's a
both ends of the
divide.
spectrum.
Yeah,
I
there's a
was with
divide
you
in
on that,
Yeah.
but I don't know. You know more about
But you
stuff.
maybe you guys don't
So-
have curious brains.
Yeah.
you know?
That
I have-
plays your
weren't you
interest.
wonder-
Very curious.
Weren't
brain.
you wondering what that QR code took you to?
No.
Not at all. I said, fuck you. And I'm not going to take the time to pull my phone out and scan it. Like, not against you at all.
Yeah.
That you did.
You're like, I'm gonna cover my ass here.
Real quick. Love you. I don't want to step on any toes here. But like some kind of mindless chimp to just go, I gotta do it, and pull my phone out and scan it and then drool over whatever it is.
I didn't drool.
Fuck.
But I was curious.
They probably had a lot of people do what you did and a lot of traffic to that website.
It did. It crashed the website.
Did it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of,
Absolutely.
and I
There's
mean
tons.
this with all due respect, dipshits. How's that?
How far can we push this? Nothing against you. A bunch of fucking idiots that have just stopped.
Nothing against you, but these motherfuckers.
Anyone that did that, God.
But imagine we did that, and then we had this perfect landing page funnel that it took people to get to our podcast.
I would
So,
definitely
maybe.
want like something a little bit more personal if we ever got to that point. A little bit more of a personalized ad, not just a stupid QR code. Because Coinbase's brand is literally like, there's not a face to it. It's cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Our brand
Is our
is
face.
us.
Yeah. We would have to, I'd want to do a highly produced, like, commercial.
And you could do it and we wouldn't have to pay you.
Yeah. We could pay. Yeah. We could do that.
Yeah.
15 years, we'll have this conversation.
You know what we should do? Small steps. We should each get a box of 3 dudes golf balls. We're all
to
pretty
people?
avid golfers. No, fuck.
I don't have to give them to
people
people.
find them.
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah.
I will lose 12 a
pick 'em
month.
up.
So
Okay, well, I want people to find them, not fish in the river. So
I wonder if
putting
any
them in a
fish are
drink.
listening to the show.
yeah, I've heard that one before. Didn't help.
Simple.
Trust me.
Oh, it's simple.
I'll just use that ball as the breakfast ball every time I start a
Every
round. And there'll be one in the 18th fairway for sure.
Perfect. You guys ready for the topic?
Yep, I think so.
All
Let's
right.
talk about it.
Actually, we should. Oh, fuck. I was going to say we should create a Super Bowl ad for 3 dudes. Obviously, we don't have to put it on the Super Bowl, but it's too late now.
We can't. It's $1 million.
No, but like we post it on our socials and say we don't have $1 million to post a Super Bowl ad, so we'll post it here.
So here it is.
Yeah.
I think we start off with a billboard,
Yeah, we could do that.
but like random, like not here. We like order it to somewhere else, like Dallas or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dallas.
Okotoks.
Good. That's what we should do.
Poconos.
Get a little footage going sometime, somehow.
Yeah. We'll have a conversation after this. Let's do a live after this, maybe.
Ooh.
That's a good idea. It's been a while.
Let's do a live while I'm cutting Spencer's hair.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun. Anyways, this week's topic brings us to the lovey-dovey essence of Tuesday. If you know what Tuesday is,
Tuesday.
cue the sexy time music.
Did you guys listen to last week's podcast when we did the drum roll and then I didn't add it?
Oh, no.
It was like drum roll, please, and then
Oh,
it's
for the
quiet.
winner?
His brother was like, Taryn Albright.
That is awesome.
But yeah, anyway, sorry, continue.
Perfect
Recue
timing.
sexy time music.
Yeah. Reach back on there.
Take off your shoes and suck me sexy.
Little Jackie Moon.
Oh, yeah.
You listen to 105.8 the down low. Anyways, this week's topic is Valentine's Day. Everybody's a little bit excited about Valentine's Day. Everybody except the people with a Y chromosome, because then it costs money.
Is that the men one?
Yep. Females are XX and males are XY.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
but yeah. Did you guys spend a lot of money this year on Valentine's Day? Or have you not spent anything yet? Because it's not till Tuesday. You got a day.
I haven't spent anything yet. Are you guys big Valentine's Day doers? Like you enjoy the holiday, or are you kind of the
I am.
anti-Valentine's Day movement?
I'm big on it.
He is very...
I'm big on love.
I feel like you're a lover.
He
Yeah.
loves love and intimacy. So
I'm gonna piggyback that though.
I'm not saying I don't like it, but
I mean, we're all in
you enjoy
relationships,
it.
so we're really
Yeah.
getting different ends of the spectrum here for
Yeah.
what's going on, because I
Probably go
think
to-
me and you are very similar.
Yeah.
I think we have very similar love languages.
I'm just not as, I guess, emotional as the next guy.
Yeah, I really like to just dive into the emotions. You know, spill them all,
dive into
tell
what?
them all. Yeah,
I'm an open book.
it's more fun that way. It's kind of like believing everything you hear on the internet. You know, anything that pops in my head, boom, out into the world.
Space is fake. I learned that this week. Anyways, yep.
I had a weird dream about space. I can't remember it. I wish I could remember my dreams better. But
Start writing them down.
Yeah, you have to keep a dream journal. And then apparently you can lucid dream.
I used to in my notes, but then it's been harder and harder. I'd wake up and I'd remember like 2 people that were in it, a general idea. I'm like, I want the details that I
and
was
then
feeling.
you just keep going, and then eventually you start remembering more. It's
like Shark Boy and Lava
like
Girl.
you have to be persistent. Yeah,
Dream, 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 dream.
I forgot about
that's
that.
isn't that Spy
Close
Kids?
your eyes, shut your mouth.
No,
it's
that's
Shark
Shark
Boy and
Boy's
Lava
song.
Girl.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Strutting.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that's
I
a
was-
young
Taylor Lautner.
It was terrifying too. When I was a kid, I was like, this guy's yelling at me.
Yeah.
Dream, 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 dream,
freaking
dream.
out.
I always think of Spike. I always get those two movies mixed up when I do callbacks in my own brain.
Every time I think of Spy Kids, I think of those big fucking thumbs.
Yep.
What a weird concept.
How about Danny Trejo was in Spy Kids?
He was?
Yeah, he was the uncle.
Yeah.
And then
That's
Cheech,
right.
I think was it Cheech or Chong was in it too.
Now, which was the one that it was George Lopez. He was in that. He was in that bubble. He
Yeah.
was in that big mech.
Yeah,
The
he was
mechanism.
one of the villains.
Yeah.
Well, the
Anyway,
history,
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
love making day. The history of Valentine's Day. Where do you guys think Valentine's Day stems from?
Well, I did the notes, so I know where it stems from.
It's
But I'll
just
give
a
Liam-
question for me.
This is your chance to take over a brain episode.
I
and you're
can't.
totally just shitting it down your
I'm
leg.
an honest man. I can't do it.
All right. Well, Liam, all these questions are for you today.
Deal. Let's go. I think Valentine's Day was it's a big hoax started by flour and chocolate companies to boost sales.
Close, but it actually comes from an old guy in Rome, really old, like thousands. Saint Valentine
Yeah.
or Valentine, however you know. It's
I
probably
prefer
Latin.
Valentine. Yeah.
Valentine.
Valentino.
So there's no O in his name.
Well, yeah, but not anymore.
He's just trying to Mario up his name or what?
With Rome, which is close to Italy.
It's close to Mario.
Yeah.
Huh? You said what?
Rome is close to Italy.
No, I didn't say that. I said Valentino.
Mozzarella. Anyways,
Mozart. What's
I thought you were
what-
gonna say
Mozart.
something.
what did I say the other day?
Just throws out a random composer.
I was thinking of the guy's name that you
so
guys were
Mozart.
flaming me for.
Beethoven.
Beethoven, yeah.
You please tell me by now you know it's not Beethoven.
I'm still gonna say it like that.
He's
Well, it's wrong.
the hill he's gonna
Sure.
die on.
Legends of Valentine's Day. There were two Valentines executed on February 14th by Roman Emperor Claudius II. It's believed that the Catholic Church may have established St. Valentine's Day to honor these men who they believe to be martyrs, which is somebody who dies for their personal or religious beliefs.
Yeah, I had to figure out what that was.
Respect
A martyr.
that.
Yeah,
Martyrdom.
I was thinking
You drop
martyr.
grenades when you die.
Yeah.
Oh, martyrdom.
Yeah.
Martyrdom. It's martyrdom. Martyrdom. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, I've been fucking up that
So
pronunciation.
now you can make the connection here.
Oh.
Me
The
too.
more you know.
Hey, me
See,
too.
the people that bitch that this isn't an educational podcast,
People that quit your bitching.
this kind of is
I'll
sometimes.
tell you something. Yeah, now we know.
Martyrdom,
We
for
learn
those-
something new every week.
And you're still saying
Yeah.
it wrong, Beethoven.
Martyrdom.
I'm still
Martyrdom.
gonna say it like that. That doesn't- now I know it's wrong.
What is it? Martyrdom.
Yeah.
A martyr. Yeah.
Martyrdom.
Martyr. Somebody
Martyrdom.
who dies. I just read it.
God, that's fucking sick.
Just read it.
Dude,
And I typed it. That's crazy.
One of these men had been secretly officiating weddings of Roman soldiers against the emperor's wishes, making him a proponent of love. So
That's my kind of guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is like if you guys were to direct a movie, like loosely, not very based on your lives, this is something that you guys would have yourself do in that movie.
Wedding people.
Like totally like out of bounds wedding. You know what I mean? Because it was
Yeah.
illegal.
I am an ordained minister.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
When did you
Shut
get
up.
ordained? I actually,
2015, 16, I think. I just got my like 4 or 5 year anniversary email.
You serious?
That's serious. Cost me $5.
Burke and Sydney, I'm officiating their wedding whenever it happens.
Are you ordained?
No, but
I can
like
give you a
just said,
referral.
I don't need your referral.
He gets $10.
I do.
Oh, like that. I thought you meant like you would have to tell somebody to let me into the club, like
Hey.
type deal.
This guy could do it.
Yeah.
I've seen him do other things and they line up to this.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, you just go online. I can't remember. It's like the First Church of the something of the Ministry of God. And you just go on there and you get ordained. It takes about 5 minutes. They send you your card.
And you're allowed to wed people
Yeah.
legally.
Kind of. I feel like I can. I've never tried it, but
You should.
There's no like bullet point that you have to stick to.
yeah. Well, how does wedding go? Like if you wed someone.
You're ordained. That means you just sign the paper, like as the, I
So
think-
really, you're
that with
you're
them.
just a notary for the church.
yeah, for the wedding. Yeah, these people are legally married by you.
Yeah, that's a bad thing to have in your. Who married you? Easton Bennett.
My buddy Broden, hammered,
My friend
standing
Eric.
up on stage.
Just signed it, really.
That's fair.
Moving on to, not moving on. Saint Valentine wrote a letter. Valentine. I don't know how to say it.
Valentine. Let's go.
You want to go
Valentino.
just in due to the holiday? Valentine.
Did they say Valentine back in the?
They could have.
I'd say
They might-
if it was Rome, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Valentine.
They
Valentine.
could have.
Then like how would imagine if you're a Italian plumber that wears a red hat, how would you say it?
Valentine.
Yeah, it's a me, Valentino.
Do I have
Gotta
a,
be.
Yeah. Do I own a pizza shop?
No, you're a plumber. I just said that.
You can have different careers.
Yeah, maybe he's.
Well, I just gave you your career.
Maybe it's called pizza and plumbing. You can go get a pizza, but you can also get your pipes fixed.
I'm never buying a pizza from a plumbing shop. What's on the menu today? Regurgitated shit on cheese.
Oh, jeez.
It's just like a shit sandwich with mustard.
We have I don't know what kind of crust there are. We got deep dish,
Deep
shit
dish.
box.
Hand tossed, thin,
Hand tossed.
gluten free,
Yeah.
stuffed. You name it.
Yeah.
You know the crust. You're a pizza connoisseur.
Connoisseur?
Stuffed crust. That's where I lean towards. I love stuffed crust.
Stuff out to
He hates it.
me.
Yeah.
Depends how stuffed it is.
Pardon?
You hate stuffed crust. You told me it was too much.
I don't want a lot of cheese in there.
That's why I said depends how much.
Yeah.
I don't care. I prefer more.
Like if it turns into a calzone with a little flipper of a piece of pizza on the end.
I want like a little bit of cheese in there. Like I still want it to be crust, but I want there to be some cheese in there.
I want it to be like a Bosco stick with a pizza on the
Yeah.
end.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
that's
I'm down for that.
A little buttery and Parmesan sprinkles
Mhm.
on the end.
God.
We should order some Bosco sticks.
I should go get us
Order
Papa
pizza.
Murphy's for the
Order
Super
pizza
Bowl.
on the show. Hey,
Can you guys be here in like an hour?
Saint Valentine wrote a letter to one of the girls he tutored and fell in love with while he was in prison for these crimes. He signed the letter from your Valentine, which is the common saying in today's world.
that's crazy.
Nice.
Just sending letters for just a little pen pal. Prison
from
pen
prison.
pal.
Probably some
Prison-
girl who's
Didn't email him.
No, I don't think that email.
some girl he tutored. He was her teacher.
In prison.
How would that go over today? Could you imagine?
It goes
that
over
was-
once in a while.
It goes over. It's called Donnie Burger.
Huh?
Isn't that the movie that that's my
That's
boy?
my boy. Yeah.
Oh,
But no. It's like a guy who gets arrested for doing illegal marriages and then sending letters to one of his former students
Yeah.
yeah, but
from
that was,
prison.
Yeah, but that was way different.
Well, I think that's why he was executed.
Now it's fucked.
That's what I was asking.
They liked it back then.
They actually
didn't-
encouraged it.
Yeah, they didn't care. Romeo, I mean, like
Girls were getting married at
Juliet was
12.
probably like 14, 14 or some shit like that.
How old was Romeo?
Probably like
Probably
17.
47.
45.
I don't know. But
It's their
yeah,
dad.
it is nuts that it was okay. Girls are like barely hitting puberty and getting married.
If you guys were in prison, would you send a lot of letters?
No.
I probably would.
Maybe.
What else would you do?
Nothing.
Oh,
Push
no.
up?
I'd work out a lot.
I'd have a lot of time on my hands, so I'd figure out something.
I'd be really good at chess.
Yeah. I'd be a great writer. I think I'd have a couple books.
I'd hope in the rec room or whatever they got, they have a ping pong table. I'd dive back into ping pong and
Oh.
become as great as I used to be.
Yeah. What's
Setting
your
records again.
What's your time? How long you serving for?
Depends on what I
Usually it's 4-year terms in the military, like
in
Forrest
the
Gump.
military.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, I'll try prison one day.
Try it. See if you like it or not.
I'm gonna do one of those
I'm going to send you to Supermax,
afraid and scared shows. What are they called?
Naked and Afraid.
It's not
that's kind of prison. Yeah, that is pretty much prison. At some point, you will be.
There should be a spinoff, Naked and Not Afraid, and then it's just people that are
It's just
really
people
comfortable
that
with
are
being
like,
naked.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
love it.
And then the other one is just clothed and deaf and scared.
Yeah. Clothed in anxiety. Just normal people.
Yeah, it's just they follow around
normal life.
a normal guy's day. sits in his car before he goes into work because he doesn't want to talk to his boss.
He'll hype himself up.
He had plans to go to the bar with his buddy, but his buddy's not texting him back, so he doesn't know if he's there yet. So he's sitting in the car, the parking lot at the bar, just going, "Oh, I don't want to go in," and just awkwardly stand there.
He writes down his pizza order before he calls the pizza place.
That's a real thing.
I know.
People with like high functioning anxiety, like pre-plan all their conversations, everything they say, like it's scripted.
I could never have anxiety. That's just too much work.
There's a fantastic, you guys can do this for Valentine's Day with your significant others, but there's a study, 36 questions to fall in love. And you ask your partner 36 questions back and forth. You ask, you answer. And one of the questions is, do you think about what you're going to say on the phone before you make the phone call? That's one of the questions.
I don't like stuff like that.
I do.
Like,
you don't like falling in love.
No, I don't
scared.
like it. It just seems forced. To me, love is it's just something that happens. You don't really plan it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was learned that not too long ago.
Like there's no 3-month plan to fall in love. You know what I mean?
There's never a plan. I have like a 5-year plan when I'm in relationships where it's like, okay, like we've been dating this long. At some point we should probably move in together. At some point we should probably
get
this
engaged.
And that. Yeah. There where it's like, once it hits like 5 years, if the boxes aren't quite checked, maybe there's some cause for concern there.
Yeah.
Because it's been this long.
It's almost like in the NFL when they script their first 15 plays. That's what you do in a relationship, you know? You're like, okay, I got to win them over first date, all the stuff, got to get through to it. And then after that, it's like, we're just calling plays.
Yeah. But I mean, going back to like the timeline of like falling in love and being in love and stuff like that, there really isn't. There's
no timeline.
Everybody's different. There just comes to a point to where you know you are and you can't say that you're not.
Exactly.
And so like there's no, you could put forth all these different stipulations and stuff like that where it's like, oh, like this isn't quite like this isn't quite like this. Sure, but how do you feel? Because at the end of the day, that's all it is a feeling.
There's I saw a thing. It said men tend to fall in love in 88 days, and it takes women like 123 or something on average.
Really?
Which is what? That's 2,
3, 6, 9, 12,
3 months. 3 months to like 4.5, 5. There you go. Put that in your bag of weapons, your bag of wins.
It's called an armory.
It's called a quiver.
I don't know.
No, that's
a weapons
those
bag.
are just for arrows.
Yeah, but maybe you have arrows that, yeah.
Am I
Cupid
shooting
does.
M60s out of my bow and arrow?
Oh, way to tie that one in. That was sick.
Perfect transition.
That was nice. Valentine's
So
Day.
I believe
I'm in
that's
love.
coming up here very soon. I'm looking at it. The pagan holiday before Valentine's Day. Before Valentine.
What does pagan mean, actually, before we get into that? Because
I'm not
we've talked about
exactly
this
sure.
before.
Nathan, we need you.
It's like
wasn't
pagan,
Halloween?
It's a certain like set of gods and like rules that like a group of people followed that I believe was pretty big at one point.
Because when we did our Halloween episode, that was a pagan holiday, right?
Yeah, or was at one point.
Pagan?
Yeah.
Pegan.
Pagan.
Yeah, 2 A's. Not together. In between, there's a G, but
Pagan.
Pagan. Emilio Pagan, the worst guy ever.
Where'd you pull that from?
Emilio Pagan is a pitcher for the Twins.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was actually the guy that made all these holidays. Emilio was going on a tear. He's like, we're going to have Halloween around here, and we're going to have this one over here.
They're all over Emilio, and now he's a pitcher. He's like, I'm sick of the holiday.
He goes,
How do you spell it? Because the way I'm spelling it's
Just
getting me
spelled
some weird stuff.
Oh, man.
P-A-G.
P-A.
Cue last week's clip.
Nathan, this is why you got fired last week.
Where's Kathan?
Our new producer, Kathan.
Kathan Noture. Pagan.
While you're looking that up,
No.
I got to pee.
You better go rip it. Jesus. No one's going to take him from you, man.
Hey, burrito, who was that?
Yeah.
What are you seeing anything, Nathaniel?
Yeah, so it's holding or constituting religious beliefs other than those main or recognized religions.
Oh, so it's maybe a group of
So-
religions.
It's like a pseudoscience of, it's like, these aren't the main ones we recognize, but we'll get after it.
Yeah, if you talk like the big religion like Catholicism, and like there's...
Liam, could you close the door?
There's no way that stance is happening.
Literally, you could just faintly hear it on the mics
What does it look like that?
of the wall.
So Christmas isn't a pagan holiday because it's the main religions,
Yeah.
but like Halloween, New Year's, Valentine's Day.
Maybe I talked about this already, but there's a guy that came up to me in Walmart one time and started spieling to me about how Easter and Christmas were pagan holidays and that if you did those, you were going to hell. And
Well, it was a recently changed thing.
Did you fight him?
no, I kind of just said, I guess I don't agree with you, sir, but
I went to Walmart a couple days ago, and there was this guy named Bob, and went up to ask him a question, and immediately knew I'm like, this guy couldn't answer his own name. He would have to look at his own name tag. And I looked down, and he had the biggest feet I've ever seen on a person ever. Like it looked like he took.
disproportionate.
It looks like if you were to sign up for, if you're like, hey, I want to work at Walmart, you go into a job interview, and they're saying, okay, what's your weird thing? And then he's like, my feet are just 15 sizes bigger than they should be. And he walks around with just fucking huge
Pontoons.
Pontoons. Maybe he's got that, dwarfism. Maybe he's got gigantism
in just
in his feet.
I think that's a thing McDonald's workers have to do. They have to go in and be like, you got to give us something that's just not normal.
How unnormal are you? How messed up is your thinking process? What do you think is normal? And they just check all these boxes. Like, you're absolutely psychotic. We'd love to have you.
I got an ear on the back of my neck.
Or how about the people that shop there?
When can you start?
You see, I compare Walmart to like a sneak peek to what you're going to see at the state fair.
Yeah, every time, dude. I go to Walmart. Every time I go to Walmart, I'm in there, I swear to God, for a minute, and I'm pissed off. I get so mad because these are just creatures running around Walmart that don't know how to operate in real society.
Creatures is right.
They're absolute creatures, dude. And it's just like they're always like they're standing in the center of the aisle. I'm obviously inches away from you trying to get to where I'm going because I'm on a mission. I don't want to be in this fucking cesspool any longer than I have to.
100%.
And because that's why I don't even go there. I'd rather go to Marketplace, but there's just some shit I have to get at Walmart. And every time I go there, I get pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people, like, their pants are half on.
Just freaky.
And they're wearing like only a high vis vest and nothing on underneath. Like just some crazy shit.
Like the last time I was there was this like small family playing Marco Polo through the aisles. They were screaming Marco, and I'm like, we are in public.
Or just yelled out like a nice shut the hell up.
I just can't.
Like these people
Why?
Did not learn how to function like just a decent contributing society member.
Be normal.
I think it stems from
you don't wear pajama and bunny slippers to Walmart with a sweater that is 6 sizes too small from you, and I could see your muffin top falling out like a transmission, and it's just not.
I feel like there should be like a lesson on like it starts with where you should be in the aisle if you're either walking through or looking to grab something.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are just like standing sideways, like
taking up the whole thing.
Yeah,
you know what pisses me off the most about being there is we can all agree that there are main aisles in Walmart that like you have the right of way.
Yeah,
you walking. The amount of people that come out of the side aisles and just pedal to the metal, full bore, come and don't look. And I sit there and I stop and I just stare at them, and then they're doing this. I'm like, you're a space cadet.
You can have to
absolute and then they'd see me and they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like,
what do you got to almost put
I want you to disappear.
You got to put up yield signs and stop signs like on roads.
Yeah. Just
they don't know.
I doubt they could read.
Yeah.
Just based off looks. Sorry, judging books by its covers, but I do that a lot. So
it's fine.
And I have no shame in it. I don't care.
Oh my gosh.
Now you got me fired up.
No.
I know.
Now I'm fired up. We got to do an episode. No, what you guys have to do is you have to watch that fucking Netflix comedy special that I sent you of that guy because it's hilarious as shit.
Did you send it? I don't know.
Yeah, I put it in our group chat.
Okay.
Like 2 months ago.
He was howling about it.
Same Walmart trip. I never pee in public or go to the bathroom in public if I don't have to. Even peeing, like I will. It's better than shitting, I'll tell you that. But I'm like, whatever, I'll just hold it till I'm home. So I had to pee so bad where I was like, whatever, I'll just go to the bathroom. I'm back by the electronics. Bathrooms are right there. I go in there and I'm peeing. Black gentleman on my left, cleaning the mirrors, whatever. He's ancient. He's 1,000 years old. This other guy walks in. Just picture a kid you went to school with that. Picture Jonathan Kincaid. All right,
cool.
Picture him. So that kind of guy walks in. he sees the black guy and he immediately turns around.
Oh,
and
don't
leaves.
tell me you said it. Oh.
No, turns around and leaves. Comes back in and he goes, I was on break. I was going to come in and make like your mom is a really good person. And he's like, I was going to make that joke because then it looks like I'm going in aggressive but I'm really nice. And he was explaining this to this ancient man. And the guy's like, yeah. And he's like, it was just going to be a joke I said. But then I saw it was you and I decided I couldn't say it to you. And then he walked out and I'm peeing this whole time. And I'm like, what did I just witness? And they both worked there.
Just
I'm like,
happened.
yeah. The guy was on his break. And I thought, man, I don't care if they're paying me $100 an hour. I would do it for $100 an hour. But
I was gonna say,
yeah, that's a hyperbole. But yeah, I was like,
I'm going to ask you what else you would do for that price and after the podcast.
Yeah, Patreon.
Yep. So anyway, the pagan holidays before Valentine's Day. Before Valentine's Day, there was Lupercalia, where this is crazy. This is right up no offense to any Roman Catholics out there, but this is right up that alley.
hey,
I know you're sitting right there, and I still said it.
no offense.
Yeah. With all due respect,
Yeah, nothing against you.
nothing against you people. But
What's wrong with you people?
before Valentine's Day, there was Lupercalia. I don't know how you say that, but that's a pretty good guess. Where Roman priests would run nude through streets and gently slap women with blood-soaked hides of sacrificed animals.
I would like to think they're making noises while doing this too. Yeah, stuff like that.
Gotta be.
Give me one.
Hiya.
It
No.
seems more. Never mind. I'm gonna stop.
More,
I'm not
Native
gonna
American.
say- oh,
Thanks. I was going to say it too, so.
That's what they say that.
I was gonna say Jewish.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know if I've ever heard a Jew make those noises.
I was
I've
gonna
never
say
heard.
Al-Qaeda.
I don't know what kind of Jews. Yeah, make what kind of sounds. So that's why I was just like, maybe.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. Maybe.
I can't say anymore.
This is a comedy podcast. We do not mean
We didn't
any
say
harm.
anything bad about
We're not
anybody.
That's what I was just talking to.
anti-Semitic.
I was just talking to some guy at the bar the other day that he was like, there's the difference between a racist joke and a racial joke is if it's funny or not. If it's
100%.
funny, it's just a racial joke. Whatever. If it's not funny, it's racist.
You're racist. Yeah.
Then it's just like, if you didn't laugh at that, I don't care. I still said it. Whatever.
But that's
That's how it goes. I mean,
literally, is that not what Native Americans
that's what they do.
did when they were riding horses? I don't know if they still ride horses. I'm sure some
Maybe
do.
that's just like a myth that stuck. Maybe
It's
is
not
true. Maybe
because
it's not.
when
No,
I
they
was
do.
playing hockey in Canada and I was on the PAW, they called it OCN, Osapoyak Cree Nation.
Way sea capo.
Their come out song onto the ice was the
tribal music?
electric powwow.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, hi.
Well, yeah. If you listen,
is-
like North Dakota has a huge, like one of the country's biggest powwows or whatever.
Yeah.
Native American gatherings. They get their traditional wear and stuff, and they make those noises.
Yeah, which is fine.
You can make
That's
any
their culture.
noise you
That's
want.
what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care, but
Yeah.
if I choose to reenact that noise, I should be able to.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Actually, that's cultural appropriation.
Oh,
and you
God,
should
here
be
we go.
ashamed.
Well, I'll tell you one
You're the
thing.
biggest piece of shit.
I've never been ashamed of
God.
anything in my life.
All right, let's keep going.
Yep.
We're gonna just slip into something and fall into a hole we shouldn't be.
Guess who I had that conversation
So
with?
these priests would do this. I got that lecture a lot from the same person.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Anyways.
Continue.
I'm lost.
We'll
No,
tell you
you
after the show.
no, yeah.
We love you,
how are
Nathan.
lost?
The priests did this to promote fertility
Yeah,
in women, so they could have kids.
yeah. They're probably also wearing that one scent that like promotes. I think there's a perfume that if you
Like
wear
pheromones. It's got
Pheromones.
pheromones.
I was just telling someone about that the other day.
it, dude, like, where,
Pheromone
like,
perfume.
where do you get one of them?
That's not a. That's actually. So I googled it so I can make sure. But pheromones are mostly in animals. I think
Humans are animals.
so. Humans. I think we emit pheromones because it's our smell, kind of deal like that. But even though we emit them, we don't intake them.
we don't receive them like a.
We don't notice
wild
them like
animal would.
animals do. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of thing like that. To where it's like
Is that why animals know they want
they're in
Start
heat,
to
stuff
hook
like
up
that.
with a
Fuzz
chick from
bumping.
100 miles away?
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, like if a dog goes in heat in the neighborhood, the other dogs in the neighborhood will just horny as all
That's
hell.
weird. You can
gnawing
get.
at the teeth, pulling at the chain. You know,
Ready.
all
Can
the
you
above.
imagine humans
Piped
did that low? Like there was someone next door that was emitting them, and I'm like, oh,
It's her time of the
Yeah.
month.
I gotta get over there and talk to the neighbors.
And
I
you
gotta
are
see what's
just
going on. I gotta
a
trim the
full
hedges.
week of just Viagra.
yeah,
Could you
Bricked.
imagine? Yeah, waking up every day and you just smell it and just feral.
That's
dude,
crazy.
Scratching at the neck.
Why do I feel like you could be big on that, Nathan?
The what?
the pheromones.
You would like, yeah,
They
like
make
if
a
there was going to be a
perfume for it.
person, maybe it's because you're hairy, so I think of you as more of a wild animal.
Yeah.
But
He's just in there. He's in the
I
bar
feel like you
smelling.
could like run through 17 NFL offensive linemen if you smell the chicken eating.
I feel like maybe it's because you run around on all fours. That's the thing I've seen you do.
When have you seen me do this?
I saw you howl out to moon last week.
It's that time you're shit in the yard and you started kicking dirt over it.
right
No?
before this episode.
Yeah.
When you were barking at the mailman last week.
We'll stop making you eat out of bowls.
Some of those.
We're going to take that collar off of you sometime.
Uh,
I love you, Nathan. We all do.
Good people. Nathan, if you ever need mechanic help, ask Nathan. That guy's more mechanically inclined than
Or
most
producer.
people.
Or,
I can't read apparently.
You don't need to read to
But
change
you
my
can
oil.
fix things.
Um,
That's worth more than reading.
it is.
reading is not a very valuable skill because
Not anymore.
Where are you going with this?
well, look at you. You can't, and you're producing the show.
There's no words in this whatsoever. Fucking doing it.
All right. We
grief.
love it. We appreciate everything you do for this show.
We do appreciate you.
Me more than them, but
There better be something nice in my lunch bowl on the floor after this show.
Oh yeah.
Cat food. You get cat food today. You always
Tofu.
try and get in that bag. So
we'll throw you some scraps.
maybe some cat shit if you're lucky. Dogs love cat shit.
I was gonna say
News to me.
maybe like a fillet mignon that we could fucking
A
toss
fillet
in.
mignon. Yeah, there you go.
Why not?
Oh, I'm gonna. You know
Yeah,
exactly what
yeah,
story
I
I was
do.
gonna say. So the women were then paired off with men through a lottery, and after Pope Galatius I outlawed Lupercalia, some say it was replaced with what we know as Valentine's Day.
Lupercalia.
Should
bring that back.
Nathan, is there any chance that you could type that in and show me how to pronounce that?
Is there any chance you could read that to us?
And if you don't or want or can't,
Okay, we gotta stop.
we're done.
It's bro.
What's
doing
the
it.
I can't think
Spelling?
of a word right now. No, I got the spelling. Like what's
I thought you were gonna ask me how to spell it.
when you
That
want
was
to know
fair.
How,
That one's a-
pronunciation.
That one's a tougher one to spell.
How do
Though.
you spell pronunciation?
That's
P
you know.
R O N
Sometimes you shoot yourself in the own foot.
P R O N U N C E I
No.
or I A.
They grew up
Next
in
in line.
They grew up in the same barn.
Okay,
I don't
I
want.
need I need silence.
Don't you have autocorrect?
Lupercalia.
Lupercalia.
I was right.
Yeah.
Lupercalia.
I expected you to be
Well,
right.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right, let's get into it.
So where does Cupid come into play with Valentine's Day? In Roman mythology, Cupid was the son of Venus, not the planet,
Yeah.
goddess of
The
love
tennis-
and beauty.
Tennis player.
so
Yes.
the son of the goddess of beauty.
Yes, Cupid was
And that was Venus.
Venus, which is in Aphrodite in Greek mythology. If that draws a better
Aphrodite's the
connection in
love,
some-
yeah.
Yeah, the same person.
Okay.
Venus is the Roman version of Aphrodite, vice versa, interchangeable.
I always thought that's weird. They just rename them. They
Yeah.
think about the same person. It's different name.
Yeah, they had the same gods and for
Yeah.
like the same kinds of things. So,
It's fair.
but he was known for shooting arrows at both gods and humans, causing them to fall in love instantly with one another.
He walked so Robin Hood could run.
Yeah, this guy was the original Will Smith Hitch with
Oh,
Kevin James.
The Love Doctor. I
Yeah.
love
He
that
could
movie.
fly. How
A
crazy is
flying
that?
Will Smith. Scary sight.
Wearing a
Hancock.
diaper.
Hancock. That is him.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, yeah.
He's him.
Good job.
Hancock was fun. Hancock just stopped that train.
Yeah.
That used to be
He
one
shoved
of my,
that guy's head up that guy's ass in
Yeah.
prison.
Forgot about that.
What
All
a
right.
movie.
So
What
modern.
a crazy movie that was.
Yeah, I love that movie. We watched it a few times. But modern
hard. It's hard. I know.
Channeling my inner.
Yeah.
Modern age Valentine's Day, the beginning of the romantic tradition. Valentine's Day did not become a romantic holiday until the Middle Ages. February 14th was the first day of spring in Britain because it was the beginning of birds' mating season, making it the perfect day for representing affection and love, coitus, and all that other stuff.
So do birds do the pheromone thing too?
Probably.
Like you could smell
maybe.
them from miles.
They're not mammals. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
It's only mammals that do that?
Maybe. I don't
birds
know.
don't emit, like, they don't sweat or anything.
Yeah, they're avian, not mammals. They're
And mammals sweat.
no,
not
not
all
necessarily.
of them.
Dogs
Yeah.
don't sweat.
Yeah.
So why'd you bring up sweat?
Well,
I don't think
pheromones
that's how
have
you-
to be secreted from something. They emit a
Right.
smell. Pheromones.
It doesn't have to be through sweat though. Like
Doesn't-
if you
no, it doesn't have to be through sweat, but birds were
maybe
in
sometimes
exile
it's
from that
through
conversation.
urine or feces.
Could you?
Well,
yeah,
urine,
you should.
urine
piss.
mostly. Yeah, because you know the glands on deer, like they pee on their glands on the back of their legs.
Mhm.
Oh, I knew that.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know you would.
Yeah, it's something I learned a while ago.
Used to watch a lot of Animal Planet growing up.
I used to watch a shitload of
Same.
Animal Planet.
I love
because
that.
because there was a time back in like elementary or middle school to where all the channels flipped. They didn't have the same channels for like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon and all that shit that I would normally watch.
Yeah.
And it stayed the same, or I found the Animal Planet.
Did you
one
have
time.
basic cable growing up, or did you have like DirecTV or something?
basic? I don't think DirecTV was a thing when I was growing up.
Definitely was because I had friends that had it, but I had basic cable
How old were you?
I had like
as young
Midco.
as I could remember.
DirecTV, I always slandered.
Oh,
Because DirecTV, the guide was so hard to navigate. Where I just had
100%.
cable. It's from Midco.
I just memorized
Not
20, 25 and 26 were ESPNs.
yes.
36 was
36,
Disney
37,
Channel.
38, Disney,
then
Nickelodeon, and
42
Cartoon Network.
Was Animal Planet.
Yep.
41 was TLC. 59 was Spike TV. Watched so much Mansers.
60
Sorry, Mom.
62 was
MTV.
Let's go. 69.
Was it VH1?
No, it was
Versus.
Was it?
Oh, yes.
They would play hockey games on
Nathan
Versus.
has had something to say.
That
for like
felt
5
so
minutes.
good, man.
Hey,
That
16.
felt really good.
16.
Oh,
The Weather
that's
Channel.
close.
Discovery Channel.
Oh, Weather
yeah.
Channel was 18.
Yep.
Man, that felt great. I used to break into my mom's house. Dude, there's some things that you don't quite remember until you start thinking about them.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I was thinking about Windows the other day. and
Totally
and
forgot.
licking them and
no, because I was vacuuming my living room and I opened
Vacuuming
up
my
the window.
windows.
Yeah, I did the sills.
Yeah.
And,
Sills.
And there was a time I was locked out. I'm sorry, Nathan, I completely cut you off, but this is important.
3 times.
We'll come back to you.
And there used to be a time back in middle school or early high school when I would come home because my mom lived right there next to Edison Elementary, and I didn't have the keys to my house, or she had took the spare, or it was gone, or whatever happened. And so I had to go around to the backyard, put my hands on the glass, and slide the window up,
Yep.
and then stand on top of the grill in the backyard, and then shimmy in through the kitchen window so I could get home for the day.
What if the neighbors ever witnessed that?
They probably would have called the cops.
Yeah. Just
Were you allowed there?
Yeah, it's my mom's house.
Yeah, but like, why couldn't you just like?
The key was gone.
he just
It
said
was
that,
locked.
that sometimes the key would be gone
Oh,
and she
yeah.
would take the spare.
Yeah. My parents just used to leave the back door open. We were a trusting family.
Very.
Yeah, I don't remember if I ever was locked out of my house.
I was
If I
locked in my
was,
house
I'd usually go around back, leave my backpack in the backyard. It was,
Mm-hmm.
and then grab my bike from the shed and I'd just start riding bike if it was nice out.
Ride to the locksmith.
Just wait until they got home.
Yeah, like I'd ride up. Well, I had a lot of friends in my neighborhood. Easton didn't live too far. There's
Yeah.
friends that lived 4 houses from me, so
Yep.
just start riding.
Dude, riding bikes was, that was just like, that was before phones. I didn't get a phone. I had a phone in 5th grade, but I mean, everything up until then, it was like,
Even after.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
we weren't so absorbed that we are the last generation of people that,
Bike riders.
yeah, that really just went out and
I think they
Hell's
stopped calling
Angels.
bikes.
stuff.
We were our own Hell's
Yeah.
Angels.
Hell's Cherubs really is what we were.
Anyways, Nathan, please, before we forget to come back to you, state
It's
something.
okay. I'm like 5 minutes behind in this.
State
podcast.
something.
The birds don't do the pheromones thing.
They don't.
I know.
No, but fun fact: pigeons do die after they have sex.
I don't.
Oh God,
We're
I
not
know
going
this
down-
joke.
we're
You,
not going
you
down
can't
there.
say that.
Not here, not now. We're fine with racy stuff, but that's fucked up.
Not bestiality. Well, Nathan is part wild animal.
Yeah.
It's just crossbreeding, I guess. Anyways, where was I?
I did like riding bikes though.
So much.
So fun.
Yeah.
I got a very vivid memory of this time where we would all meet up over at my buddy's house, and he had these 2 ramps. So we jumped from one ramp to another. Man, we were badass kids, man, hitting these ramps. Because we would come off a dirt hill that was like 8 feet tall.
Yep.
We'd go up top there and bomb down, and we'd get speed and go off the ramp. And so my friend Caleb, one time, I didn't know he was coming down off the dirt hill and running down the block to hit this jump.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's up it. Let's get some distance right here. And so I pulled the ramp back, and they're like, wait, Caleb's coming. And I go, what? Caleb, he came in, and the front tire hit the front of the ramp, and he went over the handlebars, and I think he got mangled.
Caleb's coming.
I did that.
Caleb's coming. I go,
Yeah, so you fucked up your whole face. You look like
I was like, maybe, I don't know. I would do a lot of things on bikes. And then after one accident I had, I never really did it again.
you look like Harvey Dent.
serious?
If I could find,
Yeah.
my dad might still have a picture, and if I can get it, we'll try and put it on the podcast. But I was 12 years old, and I looked like a Holocaust survivor.
Literally, the whole side of his face was just a scab.
Mangled.
Yeah,
I remember
had to
you
play
came-
baseball like
I remember
that.
you came to baseball. And I was like, "What the fuck happened to you?
Bite.
What'd you do with
So
my
I
friend?"
We're at the lake, and there's this one empty campsite. It was gravel, but they had taken all the gravel and like piled it up and compacted it. It was probably a good 4 or 5 feet high, and it was just perfect as a ramp. And me and my buddies Ryan and Noah were going off of it, and I decided like I was going to give it shit this time and pedal hard. And I went up, and I don't remember any of this. It's
Pedal
just
to the
story. I went up, and then I landed, and my handlebars were like this, so my wheel was sideways.
Good.
And
Not great for landing. If you're
not
wondering.
great for landing. Your bike stops, you keep going. Next thing you know, you're at the ER and they're picking gravel out of your face.
Did you go to the ER?
Oh, dude, yeah. It was so bad. The nurse asked my mom if she meant motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
He's like,
bad.
well, I did have a pop can on my tire.
The old
Would
player
have been
card.
so much
Yeah.
cooler. I don't remember any. I remember one like coming to, like trying to like kind of stand up, and I saw this random stranger, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I remember
Jesus.
for like that week because I had a bad concussion.
Next day, the motherfucker was dead.
Swung his body to the side.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Geoffrey Chaucer, I want to say that because it's paired with William Shakespeare. So
Yep.
Chaucer and Shakespeare are credited with pushing the envelope of love. People began penning and exchanging love letters to celebrate Valentine's Day. Paper Valentines became so popular in England in the early 19th century that they were assembled in factories. So that's the early 1800s, I believe.
Yep. 19th century, yeah.
Yep.
Which I always hated. We've talked about that before on the show. I think
That's
that's
because the first century starts with 0.
yeah, I think that's stupid though.
It makes total sense. I had to explain this to
I
my girlfriend last night
I
about how things
understand.
like that work.
I understand it makes sense, but I think it's stupid.
So it's Super Bowl 56 or 57 or whatever
57,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah. But if you,
LVII.
2023 minus 57 is 1966, and the first Super Bowl was in 1967. But since it doesn't
wasn't
start at
1.
0, it starts at 1.
Super
That's
Bowl one, yeah.
Yeah. So
Did you break up with her after that? Because
no, I
I think that's what I think that's
Bowl it is.
It's what Liam's girlfriend was over, and
you go lay on these train tracks.
what did I tell her? I was like, remember, if he gets so mad that he has to hit you, it's your fault.
He's probably told you plenty of times before that.
Hey, what do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes? Nothing. You already told her twice.
My buddy Kessler told the joke this weekend. He goes, I was at the restaurant earlier this week, and he goes, I noticed the waitress had a black eye, so I knew she couldn't listen very well, so I spoke really slowly.
Oh my
Oh gosh.
That's horrible.
Sorry to throw you under the bus, Keston, but I know you don't give a shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is hilarious.
I mean, it's messed up, but it's funny.
Yeah.
I like
We
the
do
on
not
record.
we don't condone hitting.
I don't.
women.
Yeah, I don't beat my girlfriend unless she wants me to.
I don't punch women unless you do.
I don't say it unless you do.
Fancy. Oh shit!
Oh,
What?
My name's Broden, and I hit puberty today.
I missed.
fancy.
Yeah, I was laughing. Cut me some slack here.
Okay.
All right.
I wonder
My
where that
first
came
time
from.
reading. I'm nervous.
I wonder where that came from. Cutting slack.
Probably people getting
Give me
hanged.
Cut.
I don't know.
Could be.
Like,
Yeah.
don't,
What did you
don't-
say?
Don't hang me. Give me some slack in the rope. You know,
That's a
That's
good
actually-
guess.
that's
I
a
love
hell
that
of-
guess. I
Yeah.
know it's wrong, but
probably wrong, but I mean,
That's a hell of a guess.
thank you. I feel good about that.
Yeah.
fancy Valentines were made with real lace and ribbons, with the paper lace introduced in the mid 19th century. In 1835, 60,000 Valentine's Day cards were sent by post in the United States, in the United Kingdom, despite postage being expensive.
Have you guys ever sent like a Valentine's Day letter?
No.
And other than the elementary, when you decorate a shoebox and you give everybody in the class
Yeah.
of Valentine's, if you thought that chick was cute, you'd give her something a little nicer, maybe.
Couple the nice pieces of candy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You wouldn't give her like the almond joy.
No. Well, depending. What if she really liked the almond joy? What if she was like, I hope everybody gets me almond joys, and you just show up with a bag of them?
That's how you know you're in love, is when you like the almond joys, but you know she does, so you give her the almond joys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you really have to do your research. And I was in my researching phase when I was like 10, 11,
Yeah.
12.
You
gotta
weren't
be subtle
asking.
about it.
Yeah. Hey,
You'd have to ask her friend, or ask your friend to ask her friend.
Mm-hmm.
If someone gave you a bag of candy right now, what would you pick?
Yeah.
But even now, like you give them a question. You're going into the gas station. You could only come out with one thing. What do you grab?
Yeah.
I mean,
And then you
that,
write it
that
down.
ultimatum right there.
Whatever's in the
Do you?
register, motherfucker.
Do you write it down?
I have before, yeah.
I have a
I'm
note.
guilty. I have a note page of
I have a note-
my
I have a-
girlfriend's
I have a
shit.
note page of
Yeah.
all my girlfriend's likes and things that she doesn't like and this and that. So then
Yeah.
I know that I don't have to be trying to remember.
I don't.
Yeah. It's
Oh, some people.
you've
care.
got a hell of a memory though.
I care, and that's what it is. I think too, is I just remember
Yeah.
you
what
got
she likes.
you got
Nathan?
something, Nathan?
I do. In the 1300s, slack meant cessation of pain or grief, but usually the idiom comes from to loosen the part of a sail or rope, comes from the late 1700s. Therefore, cut someone some slack means to loosen a tight restriction.
Oh yeah.
I
Makes
like it.
sense.
No, makes sense.
Let the sail
That
fly.
goes in with being hung.
I suppose.
Yeah, there's
not
rope and
supposed to be-
tight restrictions, and
Yeah. I don't want to get off that conversation yet.
what?
Are
It
so
is
me,
Valentine's
I want to
Day.
know your side of
Because
love,
we're,
bro.
this is very,
yeah,
we're very similar. I think
My
our
side of love.
because you took the love language quiz,
yeah.
and I think we lined up pretty similar. I don't know if I even saw your results, but I know you're.
I
big
think
on
my
physical touch,
the top two are touch and then quality time.
Yeah, which are
I
both
think that
mine.
was mine too when I took it.
That's surprising, to be honest.
Me?
Yeah, you don't
To
look like
be
a guy that
physical
wants
touch?
to be touched. Like,
Every time I
I don't
go in
picture
the
Broden
basement,
as a
I
cuddler,
don't
you know?
want you to touch me. My girlfriend, she can touch me.
sure you do. Well, you have no choice.
Yeah, there's a word for that.
Speaking of rope,
Anyways, my idea of love, I don't know.
like, yeah. Are you like a gift? Do you like giving gifts? Do you just like giving
did
words
you
of
take the quiz?
affirmation?
Yeah, I did. I just told you.
Yeah, he's those are his top two. But like, what do you like? So, what do you like to get back then? Do you like getting gifts? Do you like affirmation, saying you look good
I
today?
think,
I
well,
like that outfit.
The love language is the quiz is for what you like.
Okay, yeah,
So that's what it is. So for me, it's physical touch, quality time.
yeah,
It's not for like, yeah, if gift giving is your thing, it means you like getting gifts.
yeah.
Receiving.
So, what do you like doing then? Like, do you like giving
I-
gifts? Do you
Oh,
like
he likes
I-
giving.
giving quality?
I do it all. I mean, that's
It's true.
not like that.
What a
Liam,
lucky
you're-
girl.
Liam, you're kind of a lover, honestly.
I'm a big lover.
Yeah.
No,
big
you're,
on it. And
you're
that's
very in touch and in tune with your emotions, and you're very good at expressing them. And
Well, you have to be because
It's fun.
because it's very fun.
I don't
It's very hard, and that's kind of the fun aspect of it. Is because like part of it, there's a lot of it that sucks because you're two individuals that are coming together. So like you're still gonna have all of your individual characteristics.
Yep.
So you shouldn't change any of those to be together. So you have to, and nobody's perfect. So there's a saying that I've heard one time where it's love is perfectly loving an imperfect person. because no one's perfect. So you have to do everything that you can to love this person that's going to have their own flaws and this.
Do you
and
think-
Even enjoy the flaws, maybe?
Do you think it has to be a mesh of like sometime like the love language has to kind of coincide?
on occasion? And then I also equate it to like 2 cups, you know, each cup is full or each cup is half full.
Yeah.
So at some point, if you're dumping all of your cup in and you're giving them everything that you can and you're not getting your cup filled in return, eventually it's going to be empty.
You're gonna run out.
And you can't
There's-
give anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
then
get-
there's
you have
nothing
nothing
more.
left to
Yeah.
give.
Because it has to be reciprocated. So,
Yeah. Something's got to give.
so, and that's where it
2.
boils down to what?
He was talking
Broden
about
got-
bodies hit the floor.
Broden got it.
Yeah.
One, something's got to give. But yeah, no, I agree with you. But I think it's because if you're with someone that's maybe you really like expressing your emotions, your feelings, and all that,
I'm
and then
big
you're
on
with
it.
someone that's like very reserved, doesn't want to ever talk about things,
Yeah.
it might be difficult.
It gets a little difficult, but that's a door that you have to open because they'll never know unless you talk about it.
I don't know. I just think I maybe thought of for myself, since we're talking about more personal stuff, is
Yeah.
I'm not really emotional, so to speak, sometimes, most of the
Yeah.
time. But I think for me, it's like maybe I show it in comfortability.
It's because you're too logical.
Too lot. Yeah.
I'm
And we've seen that on the
I'm a dreamer too, though. I'm
Yeah.
a big dreamer.
But even when we throw things at Broden, he thinks in more logical terms than I think. me and you.
100%.
Probably a little more.
I
Whereas I
am-
consider myself very realistic as well.
You're the reachers, the dreamers, and I'm here as the anchor in the lake tied to your foot.
Yeah.
Back down to earth.
Making us drown.
Yeah.
You're really sinking this shit.
Exactly. I'm the fire in the Titanic, the iceberg
Yeah.
in the water.
But you're making sure we don't
But
capsize.
you need that though.
Yeah.
Just
but
like,
you also just
as much as you need
dreamers.
to dream.
Yeah. Because I'm a very like, as much like I consider myself realistic. Like I look at things completely as they are, this and that. But I wouldn't say a dreamer, but I'm very optimistic too, to where it's like, if things are negative, then I'm like, okay, like all 7 of these things suck, but here's 3 things that
That
can
are
be
good.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I hate
let's
people
just
that
do
only
this.
see the negative in things. Literally drives me insane. Worst personality trait someone could have is that when you hang out with them, all they do is bitch, moan, and complain, and they want you to do it with them, and they want to talk
Yeah.
about the negative things. You can make jokes
that's
about
what-
the negative things, but like,
I can't get I can never get dragged down like that. It
Yeah.
seems like
Yeah.
to where it's like you could hit me with every worst possible thing, and I'm like, well, you got this going for you though.
Yeah.
And it's like, it could be so much worse. Everything could be bad. It's
100%.
Like, you
I'm-
have this, and it's okay.
I think I'm really good at being in the moment. Like I like almost find it impossible to like look ahead and see things. And so like I never worry about shit.
not a planner.
Yeah, not a planner. I don't
Yeah.
worry about shit that happened or has happened.
Mhm.
I am like probably the epitome of just being right where you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Living in the moment.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which is good. And that's kind of like the 2 different ends of the spectrum too, because like I never know what's going to happen in the future, and that's why I don't care. But I always believe that it's going to be all right. Like that's, if I ever had a model for my own life, it's going to be like, it's going to be all right.
It's because there's no other option. That's what I said.
Yeah. Somehow, some way, it's going to work out.
This is how things are, and bitching isn't going to change anything.
Backs against the wall. You got to figure it out somehow.
Everything could be bad. Like, but being worried or scared isn't going to get it done. Isn't going to change anything. So
We should direct a movie.
Focus on
Yeah.
your energy and your time into things that can benefit you, like what you're doing. Like you could be hung up on this for as long as you have to be, but the longer that you are, the deeper you're going to sink into this hole. So
Start of
you
our
have
movie
to-
could start with someone that's illegally wedding soldiers.
Yeah.
and be you.
It is-
You're the one that can do it out of us.
Yeah, it's true.
I hate to do this to you fellas, but we really got to read some notes here.
All right.
Why?
Because we have 4 pages left.
You're kidding.
We're
So
one
what?
and maybe 2/3
I
done.
want to ask quick though. How do you love?
Uh,
Because for me,
see love.
I love this person. I want to do everything I can. Like, so even though my love language is physical touch, quality time, like
Yeah.
I'm big.
do it all.
I do those 2 for sure. And I love when they're reciprocated. I'm gift giving. I'm acts of service. I'm words of affirmation, which is all 5 for the people that don't know.
does the old finger wiggle. I try to do them all, honestly. I'm kind of a, I don't want to say spoil because I don't really like that word, but I try to make it seem like their life's just glitz and glam, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're always thinking about them.
Yeah. And then, I never ask for anything in return, but when you get it, it is nice.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I'm one of those, I make my own money, so I don't need gifts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I like
You even
getting them.
hate when I try and do stuff for you like that.
Well, don't.
Well, because he doesn't want to bang you.
Well, no, but
Well-
like even
Like what?
do I got a story for you? Anyway, but like I'll try as simple as something like I'll try and buy him a beer at the bar, refuses, gets pissed.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
he goes, I make my own money. I can do
I
this."
make my own
Yeah,
money.
it's
Don't buy
fine.
me.
And it's like-
Save your money. It's your money.
do you want to know what I
Exactly.
think?
It's my money. So if I want to use it to buy you a beer,
Why
drink the beer.
I don't
Well,
like.
drink the beer.
Here's the thing. In Liam's defense, I don't like when. So I do this. Sometimes clients want to go for a beer meeting or a lunch, whatever, and I hate when they buy me lunch and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If you're gonna give me a gift or whatever,
Give me your business.
get me something. Just in life in general. Get me something when I'm not around. If we're at the bar together and I'm like, here's a beer, here's your gift right here in front of you.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But if you show up at my house and you're like, hey, here's a. Like last
Here's a
night, Peyton
beer.
came over and he's like, "Oh, here's a case of beer, or here's some jerky, a
Yeah,
pack of
he
jerky,
had
or
some
whatever." Then
nice
it's like, okay, I like that. Yeah.
beef sticks or
But
whatever.
if we're in person, it's like, let me get you a beer. It feels too forced and it's weird.
it's not that it's
It's
I'm
not. I
sitting
know
here
it's not.
vying for
But
your affection. I'm just doing it because I appreciate you, and
Yeah.
there's just one way that I show you.
yeah, no, and we're not saying that's a bad thing, but
Well, apparently it is.
yeah, you need to fucking cut that shit
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna martyr for this belief.
There you go.
I'm gonna martyr
I get
Dom.
that too because I'm the same thing where it's like I don't want anything, but I'll gladly like buy it for you.
Yeah,
Like I
100%. I
just
totally
met
understand you.
this on Friday night. I think it was. Made a new friend. He was ordering a beer. I said, "Nah, put it on my tab."
Yeah.
Put it on. Let me buy something. We're friends now. You know what?
I like.
Let me get you something.
It's almost in terms of taking the high road. I like doing that too. I like buying people drinks, and I know some people say I'm never buying a drink because I'll never get it back in return. It's like I don't really care.
You don't do it.
Yeah.
That's a big
You
thing.
don't do
that
something
people have
for
to-
the
yeah.
reciprocation.
Don't do it because you want it in return. Do it because you want to.
Give
Because
without
then
the
you-
expectation of return.
Yeah, because then you make false expectations.
Yeah.
And it's gonna leave you empty because you're expecting something back.
Yeah.
So
And you're not gonna like what happens. You have to do things because you want to do them.
maybe getting a little back on track here. The mid 19th century marked the beginning of many of the commercialized Valentine's Day traditions.
We're on track. We're talking about love.
I know, yeah.
This all falls under the Valentine's Day.
This is about
episode.
is on topic if
order-
we've
Fuck,
ever stayed
no,
on.
In
it's-
order for this to be done as an episode, these
No,
need
we
to
get
be
it.
all.
It'll
read.
get done. I thought we were gonna wax this out in like an hour or so.
No.
But we might be.
No,
we're gonna
I
push
knew we
this
weren't
one.
because I know how you are about love.
I like
So I knew, like, if you were an expert on anything, it would be hunting and
Love.
love.
not even an expert, honestly, because I've only been in less than a handful
just love
of like,
talking about it.
relationships. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I consider myself a little bit more emotionally in tune with myself.
Do you
than
are you an
most people?
are you an oversharer when it comes to
100%.
Broden's like, I can't get him to shut the fuck up.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But how do you learn? if
But
you don't?
I would say I am because even when we're not rolling the cameras and we'll be upstairs or whatever having
Yeah.
a beer, we have conversations like this where it's like, oh, how do you guys do this, that, the other thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where it all comes from. That's how you learn. That's how you know
Yeah.
later on. And that's conversations you have with your significant other and your boyfriend, girlfriend, stuff like that. Where it's like, I like this. I don't like this. It's like, well, if you didn't tell me that, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And so those are conversations that need to be had. So I don't feel like I'm oversharing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just expressing myself.
Alex Hitchens,
I don't know who that is.
the date doctor.
No.
Hitch.
Victorian men wooed women with flowers. Richard Cadbury created the heart-shaped box of chocolates, and
Cadbury eggs.
Mm-hmm.
that's where we're going.
It's cool. It's actually not on there, but the Cadbury
did.
eggs.
It's
the
a company
Easter, yeah.
is and the New England Confectionery Company, I like that word, confectionery, or Necco, began stamping out an early version of the conversation hearts. By the early 1910s, an American company that would one day become Hallmark began distributing its more official Valentine's Day cards.
Hallmark. I used to like that store. I think you could buy Webkins there.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. I had maybe 15 of those
I used
things.
to fuck with Webkins.
I know.
man.
I remember having friends that had like 40 of them, and they kept track of all of them. Went online, fed them all the time.
I don't know why, but my parents they didn't like getting me Webkins. Were they $1,000 for one?
I think they were like $30.
It's up there.
Now you can't leave the house without spending $30.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it was a struggle. I got like my first one ever. I think for I thought that was a shit. That was crazy.
You can never just slide out of here, make your exit unannounced. You have to belch or
Well, he's on camera.
yeah.
But I remember getting those for Christmas. My first one was a koala bear. I named him Quigley from Quigley Down Under, the movie.
Yeah.
And after that, it was a slippery slope. Then within months, I had 15, but it was always begging and pleading with my parents to have them.
Dude, that was the days, man.
It was so fun. The
I
mini
think
games.
The first one I had was just like a little dog.
Cash Cow. Do you remember playing Cash
Oh
Cow
my
on there?
gosh, yes.
Or
Cash
Chef
Cow.
Gazpacho.
You were bringing back all the
This is my
memories, man.
memory. Yeah, this is.
Oh, I used to play in my parents' old computer den. Had the shittiest old janky ass desk.
Same.
And I'd sit there and I'm a little 4-year-old. Not 4-year-old, that's probably older.
Probably
But
8. No.
Webkins love that shit. And then that room turned
friend-
into my bedroom.
I don't know. My friend Olivia, if you remember Olivia.
Good enough?
Yeah.
Yep.
She's the one who got everybody started at Longfellow with that.
Yeah.
She had the first one, and then everybody had them. I remember sitting on the house phone, would call my buddy and put it on speaker with the house phone, and we'd sit there and play Webkins together because like you can meet up and like go to people's houses and stuff.
What a concept though. That's a cool business idea where it's just, hey, $30 and all you get's this little bear and then there's a code in it.
Yep. That's what you're
Keep
paying
online.
for is the
Yeah,
code.
Exactly.
And I remember I forgot my password after so many years and tried getting back on there. Know what my username is. I already know it.
I wonder
now.
if that's still a thing. Do you think
Webkins?
Yeah,
Is it like Club Penguin? It died?
yeah, Club
They brought
Penguin?
another website back though.
Maybe. I don't know. Chat GPT.
Old school new school RuneScape.
I was back on RuneScape for a few months, the old school.
So fun.
I love it. It's different though. It's not how it used to be. 100%.
You can still play the old school one.
That's what I mean. The old school RuneScape that they brought back or whatever is not exactly how it used to be.
No. I used to love that shit too.
Yeah.
Just the
Good one.
shittiest graphics.
So bad, but just
And it
like
was
endless
awesome.
things to do. Yeah, so fun.
I had to beg my mom to be a member on that. So you could like go to like the other stuff and like you could have.
Did you ever play World of Warcraft?
No.
I
Played
never got
Wizard
into that.
101.
No, I didn't play that.
No, didn't play that. I was big on that.
All right.
Valentine's Day is celebrated in the US, Canada, Mexico, the UK, France, and Australia. In the UK, just under half the population spend their money on Valentine's, around 1.9 billion euros. Or is that pounds? I don't know. That it looks like an L or an E with a line.
It's not American dollars. That's what I'll go with.
Some bullshit currency. 1.9 billion of them was spent in 2015 on cards, flowers, chocolates, and other gifts. Whatever
What's
the
your-
UK uses.
What's your like staple if you're getting a Valentine's Day gift? Can you?
Big ass teddy bear. Like the biggest one you see at the dollar store, hopefully, because I don't really want to spend.
I don't
that.
know, man.
Really?
My girlfriend said no teddy bears, no heart-shaped chocolate boxes.
I know my girlfriend specifically loves the stuffed animals. Like doesn't love them, but like
Yeah.
she enjoys them. She
She's one of
still
those-
has one.
One of those
that she sleeps
people.
with.
You
She
walk
has,
in her
like,
room, she's
2
got
of them. But
37 stuffed animals sitting on a
Covered.
shelf. They're just
Like one
looking
of
at
those-
you.
one
if that
those
would have
things
happened, I probably would have found a way to get out of there.
There's
Like,
one they're having like a tea party in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, this
one
is
turns its
for
head on its
Santa
own,
Mom.
looking at you. That's my fear of people who have a lot of like dolls and stuffed animals. Is
Yeah.
that odds are there's only so many dolls in the world. Some of them are possessed by Satan, and one of them's got to be in this room because you have half of them in the world.
you own half of the stock. Yeah.
Well, have you ever seen Annabelle or The Conjuring, man? This
think
shit
so.
happens in real.
No, it doesn't. You're not gonna wake up at your girlfriend's house and one of the stuffed animals is on the ceiling, standing on the ceiling, facing down, just waiting.
You cannot say that with 100% absolutity.
Certainty. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It depends, though. Weren't we talking about on the paranormal activity episode? We were like, some stuff you believe in, some stuff you don't.
Yeah, but it's based on true events.
That the teddy bear's on the ceiling waiting to kill
No,
you.
Well, it
like
wasn't teddy bear, it's a
there
doll.
are
Yeah.
absolute documented cases of stuffed animals, dolls, objects being possessed by spirits, demons, whatever.
It's okay. You don't have to believe, man. Live a boring
Maybe.
life.
You're literally
Okay.
It's fine. Just go to bed at 9,
I'm
wake
gonna
up at
hop on
7,
this
have a
train.
coffee.
That sounds nice. That sounds really good. I like that. I like into just a good rest, getting a good sleep, and then waking up, and then I have my black coffee, my pitch black coffee.
You're not tired?
Yeah, I feel well rested. I have a little bit of coffee in the morning. And I go, I could get some stuff done today.
Yeah.
I'm feeling productive.
I'm not really scared of it either, but
Yeah.
I could take a teddy bear.
I've
I'll
started
rip
that
the thing
actually.
apart.
Since for the past couple months, been going to bed earlier, which
like,
is
what are these people in the
It's a big
movie
difference.
Chucky? What are they doing?
yeah.
Why don't they just kill it? Why don't they
Just
why don't they
punt it.
Yeah, kick it as hard as you can.
Just do whatever. I don't know. There's no way a doll is gonna run up to me and kill me while I'm looking at it.
Let it keep haunting us.
It's gonna pull that knife back, and I'm going to go full Adam Vinatieri and kick a 58-yarder with him.
Take that, Janikowski.
Exactly. Like, there's no way. You have to be incompetent. Like, we're talking like Oscar Pistorius. Like, just
No legs.
yeah. Like,
You could pump some birdshot into it, and
Unless
the thing
you're-
would disintegrate.
Unless you're Lieutenant Dan Taylor, this is definitely feasible for you.
I could just lock it somewhere. I could, if it doesn't die, like if I shoot it and it doesn't die, I'm just gonna pick it up, take the knife out of its hand, and put it in a box and lock it.
Oh God.
I don't know, like something. I don't know. That movies like that piss me off.
Anyway, but I think flowers are a staple for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
For me, I mean,
Yeah, flowers is a good idea.
flowers for sure. But I mean, flowers and a card for any
card.
any holiday and stuff like that. Flowers and a card. I mean, for Valentine's Day,
Handwritten, something handwritten
has
there.
to be handwritten.
It's a little sentimental. You don't have to write a book, but
Make
you know,
it
maybe a
meaningful.
paragraph or
Yeah.
Or so.
yeah. You don't. I mean,
Cite your
you're getting
sources.
advice from me, the least lovey person in the room. So
Is that what you're going with? Flowers and card? Well, I guess can't say it.
I'm not. Well,
But
she
then
ain't
I
gonna
go-
hear it till Valentine's Day anyway. But
yeah.
yeah.
Well, what if
Oh,
she
yeah.
listens in the morning? What if she's
I'll
like,
figure it
"Well,
out tomorrow.
And then I don't know, just a regular gift, like something
you
that,
go,
something
like,
they need. Like
You go to
when I
dinner, you
give
go to
gifts,
a movie, do you?
Maybe I
I'd
was thinking
for
about
sure
that.
like to do dinner if I didn't cook already.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot of people go out.
I'm
You know,
think-
for me, I think there's more meaning in, come over, let me make you something.
Yeah.
That boils up to a lot. I mean, that's huge. Yeah.
Friends like, what are you gonna make us?
yeah.
I've cooked for
No,
Broden all
I'm-
the time. He cooks for me.
Yeah.
That's
There
a
you go.
that's
We
a,
have
that's a
some-
loving relationship, and that's I was just talking. I was hanging out with my grandma yesterday, and I was talking to her. She goes, "Oh, like are your buddies still living with you?" I go, "Yeah, it's just me and Broden in the house right now, and we get along great. Like as far as like friends trying to move in with each other and live together, like
Yeah.
I don't have any. I'm
It's
not
either-
disgruntled.
There's
one
no
bit.
qualms.
Polarizing, because usually it can be we're not friends anymore,
Yeah.
or it's like, yeah, this worked perfectly.
But yeah, there's plenty of times where he cooks and it's like he cooks or it's like I come home from work and it's like if I don't have to worry about that, that feels nice.
100%. Yeah, it's usually if I get home from work first, I'll probably cook, and if he gets home from work first, he'll probably cook.
Are you in Watford still?
No.
Okay, nice.
I'm never going back. I'm not. I'll kill them if they try. The U.S. Greeting Card Association estimates that approximately 190 million Valentines are sent each year in the U.S. Half of those Valentines are given to family members other than husband or wife, usually the children.
Yeah.
The average Valentine's Day spending has increased every year in the U.S. from $108 a person in 2010 to $131 in 2013. I wonder what it is now, 10 years later.
Oof.
Probably $300 because they can't buy eggs for
Yeah.
less than $10 anymore.
Inflation.
Oh, yeah, we'll blame that on inflation. Not a political podcast.
Anyway,
I was hoping you guys were going to talk.
Yeah, I was hoping. I
got nothing else to say.
Bad
But
one to stop on, buddy.
I didn't buy my girlfriend eggs for Valentine's Day,
No,
so I
yeah.
don't know what else.
Well,
to
if you
do.
loved her, you would. So that's your
My
problem.
girlfriend's mom gives me eggs. It's awesome.
that sounds that's pretty sick.
Like
Like
they
farm
have
fresh.
chickens.
oh,
Yeah.
they got a farm.
I work with a guy who
I
does
suppose
that.
She's homeschooled.
He lives out of town and he has a chicken coop in his yard.
Yeah.
And he's got chickens and he'll just come in and leave like a few little
Just three of them.
no, a few
Here's three eggs.
cartons
Yeah.
of eggs. Moving on in the next segment of today's topic, the do's and don'ts of Valentine's Day. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be more fun, but we could try. Some of them are stupid.
I
some
like
of them.
them. I'm gonna throw in a few of my own,
There
I
you
think,
go.
and then ask you if it's a do or a don't.
Oh,
Okay.
I just thought about that right
I don't
now.
know nothing.
This is our new segment presented by
Manscaped.
hell yeah. Presented by Bennett Creative Media. I'll shout you out there. Don't, ladies, expect your man to heart February 14th as much as you do. Even the most sentimental male sweetheart isn't going to ooh and ah over every red and white stuffed animal heart candy in his tracks.
Disagree though, because I kind of do ooh and ah.
I but I don't want to. I'm not gonna go over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Valentine's Day. It's a holiday. I'm gonna celebrate it, but I'm not gonna.
It's
Well, you're not getting
until I
$300
get work off for
doing
it.
it.
So
Pedals on the ground,
Yeah.
fancy $150 restaurant.
Maybe later on, if I'm
candlelit bath, with a lot
Yeah.
of bubbles.
I mean,
that won't count.
hey,
Hey,
maybe if I had a big enough bathtub
Or
or
you
an
want a
even
small one for
smaller
that?
one, yeah.
I gotta ask you though, since your relationship is more of a distance, one being an hour and a half away from each other.
Yep.
What are you guys? What are you gonna do?
I'm going there
You're gonna
tomorrow
go
night. Yeah.
Oh.
She works at a hospital, correct? A
Yeah.
nurse.
But yeah, I got a meeting there Tuesday morning, so it worked out perfectly.
Okay.
Yep.
So I know her.
I don't think she loves Valentine's Day, so I'm sure it'll stay small. Nice on my end, but
That's perfect.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
I'll get her one flower, one
And that-
single rose.
Sometimes that means
That is
more.
something I really appreciate about my girlfriend. Is she's very simple when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
She doesn't need more than
Not materialistic.
yeah, very not materialistic. So
Fuck those
shout out to you, Mick.
Must
Thanks.
be nice.
Carol's
Kidding.
getting the whole
All right.
Kidding.
kit and caboodle.
Please don't hit me.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Buying sexy lingerie, do or don't
Buying it for them, or
in general. I'm gonna say either this is you picking out something a little risque for your woman, or it's your woman's gonna buy it and maybe use it on you.
I
Not
would.
put it on you, but like use it to like
was
try
gonna
and.
Put this shit on, Liam.
That's all right. Cool.
I would die if I came home one night
I'm
and Liam was in a
I'm in the
red
living
lace
room.
bra and thong, and
the
his
recliner.
member was just trying to fit in the side.
You walk
it was
in.
just too tight.
I'm
And
in
his
the
ass
living
is
room
eating the whole thing.
in my lazy boy in my lingerie watching golf with my nuts hanging out of the side. What's up, man?
And he looks at me and he goes, "I've been expecting you."
Finally
He's
home from work, huh?
Walking through the kitchen, open the fridge. He's like, I just didn't want to do this, but she wanted me to.
Listen,
I got to keep it on for a couple more hours.
Where
Hope
is
you don't
she?
mind.
she's not coming
She
over.
gave it to me and she left. It was my gift.
Said she
God.
didn't want to see me in it.
I wouldn't buy it for them, but if my girlfriend walked up to me in lingerie,
I'm asking if it's a do or don't. Just to
I don't know what that. I mean, on whose end?
either end.
Okay, guys don't, girls do.
Okay. What's your
I'd agree.
opinion?
Yeah, I know
Okay.
the answer. So
Well, it says do. It says do.
Yeah.
Do. Yeah. Shut up.
do.
Do buy sexy lingerie. Some of the cutest undergarments. What a word. This isn't 17th century Salem witch
Undergarments.
trials. Undergarments. I'm
think there's-
sweating in my undergarments.
Is blouse coming up soon?
Some of the
Just a
cutest
bed sheet.
undergarments arrive in stores just before Valentine's Day because they know couples are getting ready for the big coitus.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
maybe.
Some.
Don't get hung up on the date. Sorry, I was going to ask that, but
That's all right.
Just another day.
choose another day during the week. Valentine's Day falls on, or choose another day during the week that Valentine's Day is on that week, whatever. If it's Tuesday, maybe you go Thursday. Reservations will be easier to get and prices will be cheaper.
I'm a fan of that one.
That's a great idea.
Like if you, especially being long distance, like you said, it worked out this year, but next year I'm gonna make sure it doesn't, and then we will do, we'll do a different day. That's cheaper.
Well, I think like, it's stupid anyway.
Yeah.
Because I mean, why not just show your appreciation and love
Every
once
day,
in a
yeah.
while?
Once in a while.
Well, like I mean,
Tell
like
me
if
like
you're
'em
gonna
here and there.
if you're gonna go like a little overboard, like take
Yeah.
them out to dinner, you know, like
It doesn't
doesn't
have to
have
be
to-
designated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think
So-
that's what most people hate about Valentine's Day, that it's almost like you have to show your love this day.
Yeah.
Nathan's got something. I can always tell because it echoes a little bit more in my ear that his mic
I
turned
was
on.
wondering about
Yeah.
that.
True.
don't even have to
No,
look.
I got a guy. He's an older gentleman, and
A Valentine's Day guy.
I like the way he does things because he does things very differently. Is like on Valentine's Day, he won't send his wife anything because like he believes that
She's not worth
I'm
it.
gonna show my love.
He believes.
No, I'm gonna show my love to you like when I want to show my love to you.
Yeah, not on a
So
specific day.
yeah, he won't do that. But around February, he'll send her flowers and go all out and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I like the idea
I don't
of
wanna
not
do it
doing it on the day because
Just
the calendar
because
doesn't tell
society
you
says you
when
should.
to appreciate your lover.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you appreciate her anywhere and everywhere,
I like that.
whether it's at home, in public.
Nah, I'm
private.
not a big public guy.
Yeah.
No,
I don't really care. Like I don't want to full on
I'm not
make
gonna
out.
make out in public. Yeah,
Public,
that's
but it-
weird.
I made you
I'm
kiss
gonna
your
hold your
girlfriend for a
hand.
shot at the bar. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and I'll go. Oh, a quick peck. Yeah, 100%.
I'll do that.
Yeah, but like, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying like let's get the camera out and start doing some weird stuff.
I
you know
am.
what I mean? Like,
I'm saying, bro, and I'm getting my camera out, start doing some weird stuff.
and I would
Grabs
too.
me.
I do some weird stuff, not sexual stuff, but I do weird stuff on camera. If you told me to, I know I would.
Good.
Do suggest an alternative to roses.
I like
okay,
flowers.
I'm gonna ask you guys this one: contacting your ex-lover. Do or don't?
Don't. What
Don't.
the fuck?
Yeah, hard
What
don't.
the fuck?
Do or don't? Nathan, you got one? Do or don't on that?
That's wild.
That's a don't.
He's like,
Yeah.
do.
If my
Do contact and tell them how better your new one is.
don't do that. That's horrible.
Do brag. Post about it.
Yep. Do find a creative way to say I love you. Don't wear hearts unless it's underwear. Steer clear. I'm glad you said underwear this time instead of undergarments, you hillbilly. Unless it's underwear, steer clear of Valentine's Day themed clothing. The holiday apparel rivals the tackiness of ugly Christmas sweaters. Is that an opinion or is that
It sounded like there was a lot of
objective?
hatred behind that.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote that article.
Yeah. I mean,
I think the
yeah.
guy who wrote the notes.
no, it's copy and paste.
It was me. I wrote it.
yeah.
I wrote
Bro,
notes.
you
That's
got
why I'm
some-
reading them.
You got some opinionated things there? Or?
Yeah.
Jeez, how you feel?
I hate love.
I think, yeah. I mean, I've never worn anything with hearts. Maybe wear something red.
Not
but
since elementary school.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'd agree. Kind of tacky. Like, can
Maybe
you fuck
get a
off
nice
with that?
turtleneck out. Yeah, we ask you every
I
week
love that
to
that
not
makes
do
you
this.
guys so mad.
Drive
I'm
me
gonna
insane.
throw my can at you.
All right, let's go.
I'm not asking you anymore. I'm only asking Easton. And
Into
maybe
this.
I'll have a peanut gallery sit in your spot.
I'm going to interject my opinion.
Let's get through this 4-hour podcast. Let's go.
Talking about love.
Do
here.
plan on a date that's outside the
gets big
box.
hands.
Freezing.
I know.
Harry, your hands are freezing.
Go ahead. Read the notes, note boy.
Don't spend money on beyond your means. Do get out and meet other singles. If you're single, if you're in a relationship, do not do that.
God, that would sound
Yeah, I was
horrible
gonna
though.
say.
If you're single, I'm not going out and meeting singles on Valentine's Day. That sounds like I'm just gonna
That's prime
be
time.
upset. No, because what singles are gonna go out?
The ones looking for other singles.
Yeah.
Which I think are far and few.
If all the singles agree, let's go out.
Well,
like
is there
in
a
the-
singles Discord or something?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe people are just like, it's Valentine's Day. I'm going to go out. I'm going to third wheel and maybe I'll find my Prince Charming.
If you are a couple
Oh.
that's bringing a third wheel to your Valentine, you need to
sucks.
reevaluate Valentine's Day.
Here's
Well, I mean, like,
hey,
maybe-
here's our
okay.
Valentine's Day dinner. Oh, you mind if I bring my friend? Fuck yeah, I do.
Mind if we break up?
Not to dinner. Maybe you go to dinner with your wife, girlfriend, husband, boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you call him, master. I don't care.
Just on that.
You go to dinner, you do something nice, and then like afterwards, you're going to the bar for a drink. Then maybe you invite your
Invite a
friend.
friend.
Get the
Yeah.
friends out.
To bully them. Single,
bully 'em.
single.
How was your Valentine's Day?
Where'd you get your girlfriend? Just kidding. You don't have one.
Colors your LeBaron.
Boner.
Oh, shit.
Don't break up with your significant other on Valentine's Day.
That's a bold one.
Wow, that's cruel.
And now there's people that actually do an anti-Valentine's Day movement.
Yep.
An anti.
I think it's all the uglies.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, I'm ugly and I'm not single, so
No, you're not. You're a handsome young man.
You
Eh.
are. Today, for sure.
Especially
The
with your
best,
new
I'd say
haircut.
that's one of my best qualities is knowing.
That you're ugly?
Yeah, knowing that I'm just a little bit ugly.
It's called self-aware.
That's how I know my girlfriend likes me for who I am.
I think we're all...
I think we're all
personality thing.
pretty good looking guys.
Yeah, I think we're all decent looking. I mean, we're not
I'm not
going on
breaking
any
any charts.
we're not going on magazines anytime soon, but
Yeah.
I would say Nathan's really good looking.
Nathan's got
Nathan is
something to
good
say.
looking.
Yeah.
I wish I had Nathan's
No.
facial hair.
Broden, you said I can't read and you call me the peanut gallery today. I'm not gonna butter you up.
He's like, you are ugly.
I'll just put that out there.
You know what? You look like shit.
Yeah, that's fine. Because I
Well,
know they're
we're
lying
still
to
doing the
me and
thing
you're being
after the-
honest, so
No,
I
we're
appreciate
still
you
doing
more.
the thing after the.
Oh, yeah, what we talked
Yeah.
about earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're
It's
doing
a
You didn't have a
personality
choice
thing,
in the
yeah.
matter.
I'm fine with
In the
that.
mather.
I know, I saw that.
Ba-
I'm
base open?
hung up on me. Yeah. Fuck you, man.
Whoa!
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
All right.
Anti-Valentine's Day movement. People are sending cards that are going against the norm and creative ways to shame Valentine's Day. One card reads, "Happy, unimaginative, consumerist, entirely arbitrary, manipulative, shallow interpretation of Romance Day."
Nice.
What the hell?
Like that one.
Tell me you've never had someone like
Touch
Love you.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good grief.
Tell me you own cats without telling me you own cats.
Oh,
A
man.
lot of them.
Tell me you probably have blue hair, too.
Probably.
An animal charity offers the opportunity to have your ex's name printed on the bottom of a litter tray. That is good.
True.
That's a
Yeah.
good idea. That's not even so much. I
Really
would
capitalizing
maybe
on
just do it. I
capitalism.
don't know. But Amador recently created an anti-Valentine's Day mugs that V stands for vodka and video games. And virgin.
Nice. Yeah. Good grief.
Oh, that was
That's
awesome.
Walked
solid.
into that one, Amador, whatever. Yeah.
Just one guy created that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start sell these mugs.
You know what? No girl thinks I'm attractive.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna sit this.
But then
way.
again, would you date a guy named Amador?
No.
Depends on what
I
you
wouldn't
look
date a
like.
guy named anything.
He should be Amadork. Would be better.
Amador. Hey. Nice.
What's that song? Amadeus, Amadeus.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I don't.
Really?
We'll show you after.
Okay.
You gotta know. We always say that.
remember
and then
this
we
time.
never ended
Yeah.
up doing it.
That's what the story last week. You're like, fuck, I don't know.
Don't
Yeah,
know.
well, you asked me way too late. So that one's on you.
That's on me. Thought you had a better.
Oh, I remember now, actually. I'm going to tell you after.
Shut up. No, you
I'm
don't.
dead ass. I'm serious. It's
Write it down.
No, just
I'm going to say it
Figure
then,
it
and
out.
you can cut it out.
no. I don't want to do all that editing.
Okay.
Just remember.
How to celebrate anti-Valentine's Day. Sell stuff from your ex if you still have it. That's weird, but go ahead, sell it. Why not make money?
Yep.
At specialty resale sites, never liked it anyway, and ex-boyfriend jewelry, sellers are encouraged not only to get rid of gifts from their ex-lovers, but also to explain what went wrong with their relationship. Tell me you're still hung up on your
Yeah.
ex without
How
saying.
about
Everyone's-
therapy would be good too.
You gotta
Yeah.
get over it somehow. I
Yeah.
guess.
How about moving on?
Everyone does it different, and you can't fault them for it. I mean, there's some things
I
that
can, and I will,
sure.
and I have.
There's things that are healthier than others, by all means.
Yeah.
But
Buy a breakup gift. In recent years, divorce parties have become a thing, with newly single men and women throwing bashes and taking trips to Vegas to celebrate the end of their coupledom.
I kind of like that one. Just any trip to Vegas would be cool. If you got to give me a reason like that, sure.
It's like
why
a-
not?
A bachelor party, but in the
The
reverse
reverse.
way. Like you go into your wedding with a bachelor party and you leave your marriage with one.
Yeah,
know what I
It's
mean?
bookends.
Exactly.
I like it.
The ends justifies the means.
Yep.
That's what they say.
God, who said that?
The ends justifies the means.
Yeah. The
JFK.
end no,
What?
Do you know?
no, we learned it in Hendershot's class. I forgot. The end justifies the means. Once I hear the name, Nathan's got on it, right? Search
And-
the end justifies the means.
THE.
I was literally just saying, don't
Damn.
ask us how to spell it. All
'Cause
right.
They don't know. I do, but I'm not saying.
Yeah, why don't you scratch his back?
Stop, Liam.
Okay, here we go.
Valentine's Day facts. An estimated 145 million Valentine's Day cards are sent each year, making Valentine's Day the second largest card sending holiday of the year. The celebration of Valentine's Day has been banned in Indonesia, Pakistan, and Saudi Arabia due to beliefs the holiday conflicts with the Islamic religion.
Makes sense. Nathan, you got it? Actually, give me the first name. I want to see if I can guess it before you tell me.
Nicolo.
Teslov.
No.
Jokic.
It seems like something you guys would know.
No, yeah. I'm gonna know when I hear it.
Nicolo?
Machiavelli.
Machiavelli.
Yes.
Machiavelli. Yep.
Wow.
God, he had the
That's-
book. Remember?
Yeah.
Machiavelli.
Tupac changed his name to Machiavelli.
Nikolai Machiavelli. Really?
Yeah. Before he died.
God, I love that name.
X was originally not a symbol for a kiss. In medieval times, when people did not know how to sign their names, like Nathan, they would don't leave.
Hey, stay. Stay here.
Get your ass
No.
back in the chair. You don't really have a choice.
We have no one else to hire.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, sit down.
They would simply sign off with an X, and to show their loyalty and affection, they would kiss the X before sending the letter.
When people say XO on a card.
Yeah.
That's what
That's what I thought. The kisses were the O's because when you kiss,
These are
make an O.
layups here.
What would be
Holy
X?
shit.
The hugs.
And then the X's would be like your arms crossed together, like an X. I don't fucking know.
Like that.
Sure. That's not how I do it.
Am I the only one that caught that?
Yes.
Oh, I saw.
Oh,
I saw
okay.
it vividly. Nothing I haven't seen before and I won't see again. So I'm not too concerned.
Candy hearts started out as medical lozenges.
Hmm. I like the word lozenges.
It's just something that goes in your throat.
So lozenges is pretty interchangeable.
Yeah, there's a lot of lozenges out there.
Yeah.
Some are bigger than others, and that's just how God made them. Today is the day in history at some point. Valentine's Day was penicillin was introduced to the medical field on Valentine's Day.
Penicillin.
Great. Alexander, I knew you had to throw this one in there because you're related to him.
Yep. damn
Alexander Graham Bell's, I got to reread this because you butchered it.
right. Copy and paste.
Fix it. I don't care.
Shame the article maker.
Alexander Graham Bell applied for a patent for the telephone on Valentine's Day.
He's my grandpa or uncle. Can't remember.
Great.
Which is,
100 times removed something.
I don't know if he really is, but I tell people he is.
Wear your heart on your sleeve is quite a literal term and idea. In the old days, people would pick out a name from the bowl to find out who their Valentine would be. The chit they picked would then be pinned on their sleeve for the world to see. What does chit mean, Liam? We talked
Chit
about it.
is a actual note.
There you go. There's a sad reason behind giving chocolates on Valentine's Day. Physicians in the old days would recommend chocolate to people who were suffering from a broken heart or pining after a lost love.
Chocolate solves broken hearts.
It does not.
It tastes good though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Peanut butter seals the cracks. That Paul Blart.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess.
Yes.
All
What
right.
about peanut butter? You were saying something about peanut butter before the podcast.
I think peanut butter is
love peanut
overrated.
butter. Whoa.
I love peanut butter.
Peanut butter on pancakes is so good.
I
it's
think
overrated.
Pancakes.
my favorite candy is Reese's due to the peanut butter, I believe.
Really?
I like Reese's,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Peanut butter. Peanut butter when it's used properly is good, but like peanut butter out of a jar, no, thank you.
I love it on toast. Just
On
peanut
toast,
butter toast.
yeah. I don't know.
Because I'm not
I'd
really
sway
big on
jelly.
candy.
Cinnamon
like,
sugar is better
I
on
don't-
toast.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really like candy that much, but I love Reese's. Love them.
I don't like chocolate very
Really?
much. Yeah.
I don't
No,
have a
chocolate
big
by
sweet
itself.
tooth. So
I
it's
like-
very few
Neither do
things.
If
I.
I'm eating candy, it's like Skittles or Mike and Ike's or like Sour Patch Kids. Those kind of.
I like
love
Sour
Sour
Patch
Patch
watermelons.
Yeah.
I'll eat
Yeah.
those, but yeah,
Peachio rings.
Ooh,
Nerds.
I can eat like 2 of those before I get tired of them.
Peachos.
Yeah, just because
It's all
I
the
love
same.
them, but
Yeah.
it's just too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Too
guess.
much. Peach.
I'm not a big frosting guy.
More for me. Yeah. Frosting.
I don't like birthday
it's-
cake.
It's too sugar. Yeah.
I like cake that's just no frosting, like a
Ice
red
cream
velvet.
cake.
Mm.
German chocolate is the
Awesome.
best cake. That's my favorite cake. German
I
chocolate.
don't know
So
if you've
good.
ever, have you had better than sex cake? Because I've had it like once. I'm like,
Who came
this
up with
is-
that name? Same guy, Amador.
Amador came
never
up with
had
that
any
one.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. What
never
this-
had any cake or sex.
Never had any sex if he thinks cake's gonna be better than it.
He's like,
Yeah.
I know what I'm. Gonna,
Because I've never been having sex and then said,
I'd
"Go
rather
for some
have cake.
right now." Yeah.
I could go for some cake right now.
Yeah. This is all right.
It'll be better than this. That
Cake is good and all, but
God.
all right.
anything else you guys got to add? Any?
No. Enjoy your guys' Valentine's Days, dates, whatever you do, or don't. If you're single and you just want to sob and eat chocolate, watch movies by yourself, do that.
Just enjoy your week in general until we talk to you guys again next Tuesday when you're hearing this.
Yeah. Next Tuesday, leave a comment, leave a review. Really, we want some more in-depth comments on YouTube would be better. I mean, the comments on the TikToks and the clips are fun, but if you could give us some reviews on you or some comments on YouTube, we'd like that. That'd be fun.
That'd be huge.
Yeah, just watch the whole thing through.
And then just comment about the show in general.
Yeah.
Talk about us, talk about you, whatever. We want to read some longer comments. So other than that,
Voice your opinion.
Have a good day. That's episode. What is that, Broden?
Episode 31. Woo. And to all, a good night. Enjoy the Super Bowl.